What's up, guys? How we doing? Running behind because of technical difficulties and unfortunately couldn't get it figured out. So the scoreboard is probably not going to be here for this game, unfortunately. But Thomas, how we doing?
Doing good, but to kick off here, nice and ice cold, windy Philadelphia, and a game they must win, and they must win and also look good. I've said it all week. They can't just win this game 13-10, Josh. They have to win this game in dominant fashion because it's a 2-win Raider football team with a backup quarterback that is trying to tank for the number 1 overall draft pick. This shouldn't be that hard, and yet it's Philadelphia Eagles this year. Everything's been hard, so we'll see. No scoreboard, but it's the same exact play-by-play. Close your eyes and listen. We're going to still have a lot of fun today.
Yep, we'll keep you synced up as much as possible. Our scoreboard, our stream has pulled a Kevin Patullo's offense for what it's been basically the entire year, but it's been a struggle. Hopefully the Eagles can find it despite us not being able to. But drop a like for us. We appreciate it. Should have it figured out by next week. We were apparently looking like we were good to go until we weren't, which is maybe the false hope that we've had most of the season for the offense. Real quickly, a minute before kickoff here, just to get you caught up to date. For those wondering, inactives, official for the Eagles, Josh Uche, Sam Howell, Mac McWilliams, A.J. Dillon, Lane Johnson, and Jalen Carter. Not any real big surprises there. The bigger storyline here that we'll continue to wonder about is the weather that has played a factor in several different games. The wind is blustery. It's blowing left to right. If you're watching on your television, left to right is the direction that the wind is blowing. Jake Elliott was not making kicks, apparently, according to multiple beat writers, whether it was with the wind or without, Thomas. So there you go.
Yeah, it's a little bit less of a snow globe atmosphere than the divisional round versus the Rams a couple of months ago, or a few months now. But it still is a run-first football game where Philadelphia 100% needs to use Saquon Barkley. And they used him to great effect last week. We went through this all week long, Josh. Take away the turnovers, which were terrible. Philadelphia absolutely played their best offensive game since the Giants game at Kelly Green won at Philadelphia in Lincoln Financial Field all those weeks ago. This is not a good Raider defense. They have got to go ahead and run the football well today, and that includes Jalen Hurts.
Yes, definitely, 100%. And they've had many opportunities too if they wanted to pull the trigger on that and utilize the running game, especially because it hasn't been working with Saquon. And if you're not dual threat, as you're talking about, as we mentioned multiple times throughout the week, it just makes your life 10 times more difficult to not have a dual threat quarterback like that, or at least not the threat of doing it, because defenses have seen they're not calling as many plays. It's not even taken off and run. A lot of those are, yes, options for Jalen, I guess, when they do run the RPOs, but we haven't seen it. Shout out to Brandon Keene, several others with the super chats. We'll get to those as well. With the 2, I'm just here so I don't get fined. All right, well, Brandon, you're here, so we do appreciate that.
We're the exact same way.
Shout out
We're
to
the exact same way. And we're here without a scoreboard for people who are going to watch today and
Yes.
love our scoreboard. Technical difficulties, we worked on it for the past 20 minutes. Not going to work today. That's okay, because we don't need a scoreboard to watch the Philadelphia Eagles hopefully get a win, Josh, because that's the main focus today. Win, look good doing it, and they can watch around the National Football League. All the teams that they're battling with for playoff positioning have tough matchups. The Rams are playing the Lions. Bears have a very, very cold matchup versus the pesky Shedeur Sanders Cleveland Browns. Denver Broncos play the Green Bay Packers. I mean, there's a real chance if Philadelphia wins today, a lot of other teams in this playoff race could lose. And then we have a 3-game race to get the 2, the 3, the 1 seed. Who knows? But again, if they win today 10-7 and the offense looks terrible and Jalen Hurts throws 3 picks, nobody's going to care. They have to win today 31-7, 31-17, 14. Just win by double digits. Don't look dumb and play good football. It's really that simple.
I said 24-13 for my score prediction. So, it is double digits. It's not an extreme showing from the offense, but I think that we would take it. Kenny Pickett versus Vic Fangio's defense. I mean, they've had answers for just about every quarterback. Now, does that give the Raiders an extra boost to have, hey, we've switched to a different quarterback here, they're trying to play a little more morale, Kenny Pickett revenge game. I've seen some people throw that out there. There's, some reasons, understandably, for some concern. But you're right. The Eagles need to get it done as we're getting close to kickoff. Matt, member for 25 months. Let's go, Birds. Win, baby, win. Let's just do it. Mauricio Wells well with the 2. Stay positive. Go Birds. Also, Eagles fan. I know they changed the username, but Eagles fan 1783 with a 2 says no scoreboard, no problem. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for that. We're
about to kick off here as Philadelphia will receive again. So that means they lost the coin toss. It feels like 12 degrees at Lincoln Financial Field, Josh. Jalen Hurts comes off of a 5-turnover day, the most since Don McNabb in 1999. He gets to go and hopefully make up for the sins of last week. First, in the Eagles' classic midnight green uniforms, the green helmets, and of course their white pants. Raiders are in their all-away attire, and like I said, they'll be kicking this one off here very, very shortly. And we'll see. We'll see what happens. No Geno Smith today. No Jalen Carter. No Lane Johnson. We knew all of that. We'll have to wait to see wait to see Kenny Pickett until a little bit later on. But it's just good football weather. At least it's sunny and not rainy like it's been a lot of Eagle games this season. Let's see what they do now. Here we go. All right, getting ready to kick this bad boy off.
5 from of Tails and Lies before we get kicked off. Can't wait for Hurts in this offense to silence the haters. The wind does scare me, though.
There is a push from local Philly media, Josh, to give the Eagle offense a standing ovation, which I think is the lamest thing ever. It's like, what is that going to do? That's like a cupcake award there.
You know, I hear you. They did it for Trey Turner, so I'm personally I'm for it because whatever. Like, it's not going to make it worse. So sure, why not?
We're going to find out as Carlson kicks this one away, and we are ready to go for Eagles and Raiders, returnable by Will Shipley at the 5. Shipley to the 10, 15, 20, still going, breaks a tackle 30 up to the 34-yard line. That was a nice return there by Will Shipley, and out will come the Eagle offense. And are they cheering for them? That's the question. I can't really tell. Doesn't sound like it.
Hard to tell. Yeah, we're not seeing any of the glimpse of it. So, okay. Well, a little bit of snow still going on right now. Not anything crazy from the morning atmosphere, but the elements are playing a factor. And again, wind is blowing left to right on TV if you're watching, left to right.
If you're watching us as well, no scoreboard today, technical difficulties. I'll try and give you guys updates as we can from the 33. First possession of the game for either team. Under center goes Jalen Hurts. They're going to run Saquon Barkley to the right side, goes up the field and tackled by the former Philadelphia Eagle. Briefly, Devin White for a gain of 1. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
Well, there's a middle run for 1 yard. That's pretty typical from what we've seen. The Raiders are better at stopping the run than you would expect for a team with as few amount of wins as they are. They've actually been pretty good against the run.
That's been their biggest bright spot, and obviously alongside Max Crosby, they get a little bit of pass rush abilities. We'll watch him versus Fred Johnson. They're lined up against each other here on a 2nd down and 9 from the Bird 34. Shotgun formation. A.J. Brown alone at the bottom. Hurts, plenty of time to go ahead and snap this football. They're going to go a run up the middle to Saquon Barkley, and he's going to lower the shoulder for 4, maybe 5, a 3rd down and short. And one thing to keep an eye on, Josh, Philadelphia getting to the line of scrimmage. They are the worst football team with getting to the line of scrimmage and still giving Jalen Hurts time to survey the defense pre-snap. That time they got to the line of scrimmage with 12 seconds. That was a lot better than last week, and we'll see if that's a change they've made this week with a 3rd and 4 upcoming.
Please. It was, like you say, the worst against the Chargers there. Nick with a 5. You guys are spot on. They have to win convincingly. Come on, guys. Well, we'll see. Big 3rd down. At least it's somewhat more manageable.
How about convince us by not going 3 and out? From their own 40, working left to right. Hurts in the gun. Saquon to his right. 6 on the play clock, 5 on the play clock, 4 on the play clock. Hurts takes the snap. 4-man pressure comes, steps up in a clean pocket, goes back right side. A.J. Brown back shoulder, dropped it. And that's incomplete. There's a flag, though. There is a flag. That might be pass interference. A lot of contact. I didn't see pass interference, but a flag came in. Let's see the call. It is in the defense. 1st down Philadelphia.
Okay.
They will not go 3 and out. The refs bail them out. There you go.
We'll take it. That's fair.
Perfect throw.
A.J. had beat him.
Looks like good coverage. I mean, am I crazy?
Yeah, if it was reversed, I'd probably be complaining a little bit. I mean, he is early. That by the letter of the law, that is pass interference. But we've seen other, worse stuff that's not get called. So, like I say, if it was reversed, I would be complaining. We'll take it.
That was Stokes, and a 1st down into Raider territory at the 40. Maybe not turning around was his big sin. Hurts goes back under center. We like seeing that. Smitty in a short motion to the near side. They're going to run an outside zone to Saquon, cuts up the field, lowers the shoulder, and there's a 6.5-yard run. We saw a lot of those last week, Josh. It was the best Saquon Barkley game, I thought, of the season. He had the 52-yarder on the fake tush push, but still had over a $120 on the day, averaged almost 5.5 yards per carry. That one good for 6, 2nd down and 3.
Yeah, everybody knows running inside is not really working. But like you say, you run to the outside a little bit more. Those outside zone plays to the left have been effective. Right, not so much, especially since Lane Johnson's been out.
2nd and 4, they're going to dump it, and incomplete. They're trying to get Saquon out of the backfield. That's a missed throw there by Jalen Hurts. And so 3rd and 4, once again, we'll see if they can convert this one the normal way and without a penalty. They're probably not in field goal range, Josh, as you mentioned. That wind is whipping around, gusting over 20. And this would be a 50-plus yarder. So maybe 4-down territory here, 3rd and 4 from the Raider 40.
Yeah, if you know you have 4th down, what do you dial up, Kevin Patullo? This is the scripted series. So, we would think that there's a better chance here.
Line to gains the 30. The 28th ranked offense on third down. Hurts empties him out. Takes the snap from the shotgun. Quarterback run up the middle. Good blocking. Got a first down and more. Lowers the shoulder to the 25. And that is as simple as it gets. A quarterback power that's good for 10 and an easy first down for Philadelphia. Let's go.
Come on. Yeah, what I love most about that, Thomas, is the fact that that is a designed run. And we've said, okay, is Jalen Hurts willing to? Are they going to actually use that? We have not seen it. But yes, it puts your quarterback in harm's way, but this is what you have to do early. I think early in the game, especially because teams have not seen this. And if they don't think, hey, they're running RPO, it's a chance for her to legit keep it and take off and run, then they're like, well, no, it's not really even an option there.
As bad as the Eagle offense is, they're second in the NFL in opening drive touchdowns with 6 behind Buffalo. At the Raider, 25 on their opening drive. An under center snap and a handoff to Saquon Barkley, right side. Nice size hole. Gets around one man and then stiff arms his way out of bounds to about the 22. That looked like it could have gone for a lot more. And instead, about 4.5. So it'd be second down and 6. But so far, Philadelphia's offense is moving on the edge of the red zone.
Yeah, Thomas, I'm with you there. That was... like the way that shapes up, if he hits it in the inside there, I guess he's trying to read the block from AJ, but if he goes inside, that's at least another 5 yards, and then who knows what beyond that.
Yeah, sure feels like it, but still, wasn't a 1 yard loss or a 1 yard gain like we see so often on those first down runs. Here we go. Second down, let's call it 6.5. From the 22-yard line of the Raiders. Philly moving left to right in their Eagle green uniforms. Takes the snap. Hurts looking back to the left. Now dumps it off underneath. Caught Saquon Barkley in the backfield. Makes one man miss. Falls forward. Got a first down out of bounds. That's a gain of 8. And there is Saquon's first catch of the day. And another first down conversion, Josh. And this time, they didn't wait till third down to do it. Into the red zone they go.
Come on. This is,
he's short. He's a yard
they're ruling.
short.
Okay. They're ruling him short. Wow.
All right, well. Did he really step out of bounds?
Tush push. I guess we'll get a really good look here to see. Did he?
Yeah,
and
he did.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. Just half a yard, if that. So tush push. It should be.
Should be. It's not been automatic this year. This is literally half a yard. And they go forward, and Jalen got smacked, but he still got it. So that looked a lot more like the 2024 version. Someone jumped over the line and bear hugged Jalen Hurts, but his momentum pushed him forward. And there's another first down conversion, 3 so far in this drive, and now officially into the red zone goes the Eagle offense.
I think that was taking former Eagle Devin White for a ride there.
Might have been.
Still picked up the first down. As you mentioned, the tush push, significantly worse this season, 67% conversion rate. We've also had some the turnover issues, but big red zone chance here. Drive so far so good, 8 plays, 53 yards. Finish it off.
Here comes play number 9. 10 minutes to go first quarter. Hurts back under center. They're going to run Saquon on a stretch to the right side. Cuts up the field. Lowers that shoulder again for 6. There's another good burst from 26. And they're about 3.5 yards away from yet another first down to give them first and goal. Second down and 3.
It's a good Raiders run defense, as we said normally. But you're liking some of these runs, these other change up that we've seen. Not as much success. The hope is, like we said, you just build off of what we saw, the minor positives. We're trying to remain optimistic for coming from the Chargers game. They lost, but there were new wrinkles. So far, so good.
They can get a first down at the 4. Second down and 4 from the 8. Toss left, Saquon Barkley tries to get the edge and doesn't, and that looked a lot more like the usual Barkley run. I think he lost a yard there. Tackled by Roberts, the linebacker, so third down and 5 now. And this is a very pretty opening drive, Josh. You just don't want to kick a field goal. The Eagle fans might get a little upset.
Yeah, you can't. We can't get a field goal here. I mean, come on. You move the ball all the way down here, and it's crazy. As much as the Eagles are trying to find their offense, the one thing that we continued to say most of the year was like, well, at least they have the red zone offense. But recently, they've struggled in the red zone, so it's kind of reverted back to it. This would be a big one here.
Empty him out from the 10, so 6 yards to get a first down. They're showing pressure. Hurts barks out commands alone in the backfield. Takes the snap. Hurts will throw. Looking left. That's going to be caught. Diving at the line to gain was Smitty.
He got it.
On a little 6-yard out. I think he did. Looks a little banged up, too. And he slowly gets up and jogs off. It looks like he'll be okay. That's going to be right at the line to gain, Josh. This is a speed out, and I think this is DeVonta Smith knowing exactly where he needed to be. That should be a first down. Yeah, that's got to be a first down.
That is such a good grab and a really good throw by Jalen Hurts, too, because he's putting it where only Smitty can get it.
They're saying he's short. Really? No, that's a first down.
There's no way.
That looks like a first down.
He's at the yard marker.
Yeah, the pylon cam is right there. If he's short, it's literally 2 inches.
Yeah, I mean, you're going for it either way, I guess. But like, he looks like he's right there. Nick's got his flag out.
Yeah, he plucked that red handkerchief out of his hand, and now he put it back in his pocket. Are they going to reverse this and make it a first down? This seems pretty obvious.
Yeah, he's got possession right
down,
there,
right?
and then it's.
They've changed it to a first down. All right, well,
there we go.
It is.
Come on.
Yeah. That is one thing the NFL has figured out as of late. They can overturn some pretty obvious calls, like spot calls, and that's a great example. So 1st and goal, Philadelphia, another completion for Jalen Hurts, and we're approaching an 8-minute drive here, Josh, that's taken 11 plays. If they can put 6 on the board here, oh my goodness, what year is it? Here we go, 1st and goal.
I do not know, but let's finish it off first. Let's make sure.
Yeah, for real. All right, Cameron Latu checks in, the extra tight end, basically a fullback. This is the best red zone offense in the National Football League when trying to score touchdowns. They go under center. Saquon the lone setback. A.J. Lone at the bottom with the 2 tight end look. Hurts from the 4, takes the snap, going to give to Saquon Barkley, running up the middle, and he's going to get nothing. Be 2nd down and goal.
Still trying to plug away with the running game.
Yep, a lot of carries for Saquon Barkley. Hope he took the over today because he... worked like 5 at least on this drive and a couple of tosses his way as well. Hurts has started 2 for 3. This will be play number 13 when they eventually get up to the line and snap it. 8:09 to go first quarter. 0-0 Philadelphia, 2nd down and goal. Now they go shotgun. Dotson checks into the game. No Smitty on this drive, or on this snap, I should say. Now Dotson motions across the formation. 2nd and goal. Hurts takes the snap. They're going to go RPO, shovel pass. Got her into the end zone.
Yes,
Touchdown,
sir.
Philadelphia. That worked a lot earlier on in the season. And how about the opening drive for a Bird offense in desperate need of a good one? A 13-play scoring drive that took 8 minutes. 6-0 Philadelphia.
Just what the doctor ordered, Thomas. We needed that one for the first drive. That looked like a unit that was actually decisive. They knew what they were doing. They had some strength that they were playing to. You take it to the Raiders, even as we say, a good run defense. They were able to run the football, and then it opens up so many other elements to it. I love that play. How many times has Goddard in the red zone? But there you go. Dallas Goedert first touchdown score. So for everybody who picked Goddard, chance to win the tickets, assuming the Eagles win. And the
Let's hope they do.
Let's
hope they do.
We get to play the
point
song
up and good.
Incredibly early. I can at least play the song. We have no scoreboard. For people that are wondering or questioning technical difficulties today, we'll get it figured out next week. But the Eagles, 7-0, and we hear the song in the first quarter.
Unbelievable.
Woo!
Unbelievable. I can't believe we're actually doing that. They go to commercial break. Oh,
it's a long game, and now we wonder, can he adjust it once the defense adjusts? But for the scripted portion, Thomas, we got hope here.
We do have hope. Beautiful. And early.
Eagles, Eagles. Come on.
Gotta love it. Other scores, because again, it's a very important day in the National Football League. Bears-Browns scoreless early in this one. Obviously, you're rooting for the Browns today. You do not want Chicago to win at 9-4. Bengals-Ravens doesn't matter for us. Does matter in the AFC North. That one's also scoreless. The Chiefs took their opening drive down the field in desperation mode against the Chargers, 7-0. On Patrick Mahomes' 12-yard rushing touchdown. Drake May also has a rushing touchdown of his own. 7-0 New England trying to lock the division down in the AFC South over Buffalo. The Commanders have scored first in the Giant game, a battle for the basement of the NFC East. Commanders 3-0. And the Jaguars strike early on a Trevor Lawrence touchdown pass to Brian Thomas Jr., 7-0 Jags, and it's 10-0 Texans as Nico Collins has 1 catch for 57 yards and the first touchdown of the day. So, quite a lot going on in the National Football League. We are Browns fans today, Josh. We are obviously, doesn't matter, Commanders and Giants. We are technically big Bronco fans, massive Lion fans. And I would root for the Saints. I mean, Panthers-Saints doesn't really matter. And I guess you root for the Titans as well. And also Phillip Rivers.
Yeah.
We're going to keep going down the list here. Phillip Rivers, 44 years old. How about him upsetting the Seahawks this afternoon? I would bet my money that doesn't happen, but that would help out Philadelphia as well.
It would be pretty crazy, yeah. Old man Rivers, Doc Rivers coming back and, doing something crazy. But I guess you never know. One game, surprising people. It's been so long since he has played. Maybe the defense is hard to find some actual film that's applicable. But that's
they have any film from
wild storyline.
Tossing the ball around the tossing the ball around the yard with his kids. I mean,
Yeah,
that seems like the best kind of film.
I mean, it's been forever. Of Tells and Lies, the two so far, I like the play calling. There we go. Good play calling from KP. Not too bad for the opening drive, the scripted series or portion. Saquon, 7 carries, only 20 yards, so it's 2.9 a carry, but they were sticking to that. Nick with a 2 also. There we go. Good start. Foundation. Yep, just build off of that. And international DJ Casper with the super chat. I didn't see a comment, but we do appreciate that. Their support.
Appreciate that.
Let me know. Can throw something up there, but just what we needed.
13-play scoring drive. Excuse me. It's a knuckleball returnable from the Raiders at the 10, 15, and brought down at about the 22. Good tackle there. I think it was Will Shipley. And out comes Super Bowl champion quarterback Kenny Pickett. He did take snaps in that game, Josh. We forget. Philadelphia blew him out so bad that Pickett did take snaps. He did play a couple of games last season. I thought he played very well in that loss, the lone loss down the stretch to the Commanders when Hurts got knocked out. Not so good in the matchup against the Dallas Cowboys where he got knocked out. And obviously that's where the Tanner McKee lore began. But he didn't play much so far this season. He came in garbage time against the Broncos through a touchdown pass. Kenny Two Gloves is out there. Pickett starts in the shotgun for their opening drive. Genty to his left. Line to gain the Eagle 36 down 7. Pickett takes the snap, looking right, dumps off underneath. That's caught by Genty, and he's going to swing his way out of bounds for about 4. Nakobe Dean on the tackle. Genty, obviously, one of the very interesting draft picks early in the April draft a couple of months ago, Josh, just behind a terrible offensive line. If you're like me and took him in your fantasy league, you just feel like an idiot because you know the kid can play, but it's been a very bad offensive line. We'll see what he can do against, obviously, a very good Bird defensive line coming off a strong 7-sack showing last week. Yeah, and as bad as the run game's been, you probably figure Vegas saw what the Chargers did with their running backs in the passing game, so maybe get him more involved like they did on the first play. 2nd and 6, takes the snap under center. Now they're going to give Genty up the middle, right into Jordan Davis's arms. He will go forward with progress for 2 or 3, but there is arguably one of the best defensive players on the field for Philadelphia, not just last week, but all season. We hung out with him this offseason, Josh. We thought he looked slimmer. One of the most fun, nice guys you'll meet on the entire Eagle team, Jordan Davis. If they don't give him a big contract extension, they're making a mistake this offseason. I'll get your thoughts in a second, though. They're going hurry up. 3rd and 2. Pickett empties him out. Bowers slot to the near side. Pickett takes the snap, looking right, throws right. That's caught, and it's going to go for a first down. I think DeJean fell down. Wide open was the Raider receiver, and that, of course, was Tyler Lockett. Talking about older players playing today. Lockett came over a couple of weeks ago. Yeah. But, yeah, DeJean fell down. Slippery, wet field, and that's a first down toss for 4, and the Raiders will move the chains. Yeah, 40 yards last week. Kenny Pickett found something with Tyler Lockett. Actually, several different receivers getting involved, but 40 yards in total for Lockett, kind of that main go-to, especially on 3rd down conversions, which you saw there. Pistol formation, play action from the 37. They're going to throw to Bowers. Out of the backfield, he gets hit, and there's the Kobe Dean, drops him for a loss of 2. We talk about there we go. His fellow UGA Bulldog teammate being also really good. Might have to pay Nakobe Dean this offseason. It's going to be hard to do with Jahad Campbell, but, man, he had an incredible day last week. He's been the anchor of this defense on the backside. Yeah, the Philly Dogs are just unbelievable, which we already know that. But, yeah, to see them kind of coming on even more so late, the defense has been no questions there. Keep it up on the offensive side. You know, the sky's the limit, which is what Eagles owner Jeffrey Lurie said earlier this week. Loss of 2, 2nd and 12. Dean comes on a blitz up the middle. Pickett has to sidestep, fires across the middle. That's caught. They're going to be about a yard short. I believe they got the rookie on a toss. I can't tell who that is. Yep. Be 3rd and 1 Besh. For a gain of 7. I think that was Jack Besh, wasn't it? Or yes. Yeah, you're right. Good play there. Dean was coming right up the middle. Shout out to Dirty D, Dan the Man with a 5. That's what I'm talking about, boys. Hopefully they can keep it up on the off-scripted plays. I agree. Here they go, 3rd and 1. Play action, rolling Pickett out. He can run here, and he's going to have a first down and a lot more. Dives forward to about the 35-yard line. And Pickett showing off the legs, Josh. He went higher than 5.5 as for his longest rush. I think you might have it there. Yeah. That's a gain of 6 and a first down for Kenny Pickett. They're moving the ball pretty well here. You know, it seemed like after what Justin Herbert with a broken hand, with only one hand and his ability to take off and run, that's one of the main areas. I know that, yes, there's been moments throughout the season where the Eagles' run defense has been gashed, but Fangio has been able to adjust and get that figured out. The one thing that has been kind of a constant has been almost the quarterback scrambles and picking up extra yards. They run Genty from the Eagle 46, kind of get around the edge, and a good tackle there, Cooper DeJean. That could have gone for a lot more gain of 2. So the Raider offense moving the football well. It's such an interesting team, Josh, the Las Vegas Raiders, because at this point in the season, they would like to get the number 1 overall draft pick and now draft the Heisman Trophy winner, Fernando Mendoza. But they're in a very crowded, first 7 teams all trying to do the exact same thing. But they also have more talent than a team like the Tennessee Titans or even the New York Jets on offense. And they're moving the football well here on their opening drive. 2nd down and 8 following the Genty 3-yard run. This is play number 8 of this opening drive in a hole down 7 to Philadelphia. From the 44, the Birds takes the snap. Blitz comes from the right. Pickett rolls to his left. Dumps off underneath. Dropped by Brock Bowers. Jalix Hunt was in coverage there, and that pinballed right off the 8 and the 9 of the former Georgia tight end. That's an uncharacteristic drop. He had a touchdown last week. 3rd and 8 now coming for the Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah, the Eagles allow the fewest amount of yards to tight ends in the NFL. That one is just a self-inflicted. That's not an Eagles scheming up, as you said, with a drop.
Wouldn't have gone for much anyway. Jalix Hunt was in coverage. We know he's had an incredible month and a half, but he's also pretty good in coverage. Got a pick this year. Has 2 of them, actually. This is the worst 3rd down offense in the National Football League. 3rd and 8 line to gain the 36 of Philadelphia. Pickett in the gun. Tucker slot to the near side. Takes the snap. 4-man pressure. Pickett steps up. In trouble. Hit. Brandon Graham's got a sack.
Let's go!
Back at the 49-yard line.
BG!
There's BG. All right. Playing defensive tackle for Jalen Carter. They talked about that earlier in the week. And Brandon Graham, how about that, Josh? A sack here, but there is a flag. And it's in the secondary. It might be all for nothing.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, there's a fight, though. There's a fight. It's Q and Tyler Lockett. So the sack will probably stay, but we'll see what the penalty is. This could kill Philadelphia.
Oh, don't be something stupid.
Yeah, this is a personal foul on somebody. BG's chirping. That looked like Q and Lockett is who it was. And Q obviously likes to run his mouth. He's got a lot of room to do so because he's been so fantastic this year. But let's see the penalty. Still waiting.
Oh, don't be something stupid.
I know. Don't negate the BG sack either.
The Raiders' offense was looking like it was staying out there, so it's like they think that there's going to be something against Philly maybe. Oh, come on.
Still waiting on the call. That's a good play by BG. Pickett bailed right up in front of him.
So good. Worst offensive line in football.
Yep.
So, got to capitalize. You play back-to-back one of the worst, 2 of the worst offensive lines in the NFL.
Still waiting on this flag, Josh. 2 fouls in the play, both by the defense, and it will be a 1st down.
You got to be kidding.
So there's a hold on Philadelphia. They decline it. They got a personal foul on Cooper DeJean, who can't believe it right now. And so they're going to get the sack, but it's not going to matter. They're going to basically negate it, give him 15 yards. And that is a boneheaded play. We got to see this on camera. But a 1st down, and should have been a punt. And that is a penalty that Philadelphia does one too many times. Here we go. Let's take a look. He's lined up on Lockett in the slot. DeJean holds on. That's a clear hold. Okay. So where's the penalty? And DeJean shoves Lockett, and Lockett kind of flops there. Okay, well. Yeah,
oh, my gosh.
It is a penalty, but it's pretty weak.
Yeah, it's
pretty weak.
You see shoving back and forth like that doesn't really get called. He flops and flings his head back.
All right,
that's ridiculous. It was going to be 1st down anyway because of the holding call, but still, that's insane. Shout out Schmurf. Welcome to Let's Run It tier. Membership there. Appreciate that. Defense has got to do it all again.
7.5 penalties per game, Josh. That has been Philadelphia's Achilles heel. 28th in the NFL. Not as bad as the 19 by the Atlanta Falcons a couple of days ago, but Philly's definitely up there. Mm-hmm. And that is a good example of one that hurts your football team because you had gotten off the field. I don't know why it's taking so long to reset. They still have not blown the whistle to give them the 1st down. Now they do when the Raiders will huddle. So that was about a 4-minute-long penalty.
Oh, my gosh.
Pete Carroll's still mad about something. I'm not quite sure what. But they get a 1st down as Pickett 4 for 5, 16 yards. He's looked good. This ball will officially be placed at the Eagle 37. 1st and 10. Genty to the left of Pickett in the gun. Tucker comes in motion. Play action. Pickett drops back. Now he's going to get hit and sacked again.
Yes, sir!
Jomo. Pickett wants a face mask. He's not going to get it. And there's the other defensive tackle playing well. Quiet the past couple of nights. But overall, fantastic season for the 3rd-year pro out of Texas. And a big sack. That's a loss of 8.
Feel bad that BG's sack doesn't count because of the stupid penalty. But you're right. Make up for it. Get another sack here, this time to Ojomo. and the pass rush getting home. Got to
52
capitalize with
sacks.
this offensive line.
And now a toss, a quick screen, and that's going to be caught and brought down by the rookie Q on the tackle. Gained about 5. I was going to say the 52 sacks of Raider quarterbacks this season, and that's another big one. They're approaching field goal range, but here comes a very quick 3rd and long.
We got shout out to Rock Mikey real quick with the 5. I'm a little concerned that we didn't make finding Goddard's predecessor a priority. Who are our options? Please don't leave us with Calcaterra.
Yeah, well,
Sure,
I think it's a very heavy tight end
but...
draft, yeah. Line to gain is the Eagle 27. This snap comes on a 3rd and 13 from the 40. Pickett in the gun. Genty to his right. Philadelphia's going to bring 4. Pickett looks left, now fires left. This is way short, but catchable by Lockett. He's going to get about maybe 6. DeJean on the tackle. Another shove there by Cooper DeJean. Him and Lockett not friendly today, but finally a 3rd down stop for Philadelphia's defense on the 4th and 6 upcoming. And Pickett staying on the field, I think, Josh. Let's see.
Yeah, I figure you have nothing to lose. The way the wind is playing a factor also. Probably not going to show the shove and the flop from...
Yeah, it looked
Tyler
like Lockett
Lockett
came up and yelled something at him first, and then, of course, they got the second motion there. They're going for it. 4th and 6.
Come on, D.
Pickett in the gun. Yeah, they're going to snap it. Here we go. 5 on the play clock. Take the snap. 4-man pressure coming. Pickett steps up, fires. Tipped incomplete. They got batted down at the line of scrimmage. They tried to get to Tyler Lockett. Ooh. We'll see which defensive tackle got there. It might have been Jordan Davis. And that is a turnover on downs. The Billy defense bends but does not break. And it was actually Jalen Phillips and Jordan Davis. They might have pinballed that one, Josh.
They've been so good. I mean, even more so, I think, since the Detroit Lions game, right? Like, that was the one where it was like 5, 6, 7 batted balls from Jared Goff. But it's almost like the coaching point has been emphasized, or maybe like the success from the D-line. Because once you experience it, then it changes your mindset of like, oh, hey, if I can't get there, let me at least put my hands up. Because it's been night and day difference since the bye week, but certainly that Lions game. Shout out to Ethan. Sorry about that. Ethan, he says, find my super chat earlier before starting. It didn't pop up because it was, I guess, before the stream. But I'm going to imagine that the Publix fried chicken, it's the same Ethan that we know. So my apologies. We didn't mention this, but Ethan has done his part with the Publix fried chicken. So in terms of winning and taking care of that. But yeah, I think I may have missed that one. So my apologies. Not intentional.
Sorry.
But we were running late, and the technical difficulties and everything else. So just not a regular day. That's the reason you don't see the scoreboard down below, too, for people that are questioning that. Eagles up 7-0.
They are up 7-0. So far, so good. We'll check in on some other scores here as we stay on commercial break. The Bears have scored on a DeAndre Swift rushing touchdown, and so our Bear hate watch day not off to a great start, 7-0 over the Browns. Bengals, Ravens still scoreless. The Chargers have added a field goal, so 7-3 Chiefs. Patriots 7, Bills 0. Commanders 3, Giants 0. Jaguars 14. Jets have just kicked an extra point following a Cook touchdown pass to Adonai Mitchell. That's 14-7, and the Texans are already blowing out the Cardinals, Josh, 17-0, as it looks like Arizona's going to throw in the towel in the season and go for a draft pick, maybe Mendoza. But the Houston Texans, they are suddenly,
they're
along
good.
with the Jaguars,
really
starting
good.
to peak at just the right time, and they're up 17-0.
Yep. How much changes, you know? Some things stay the same from early part of the season, and then others change where it's like, you know, Indianapolis looked like they were going to be everything, and they're like, oh, yeah, their division not even really going to be necessarily as competitive. And next thing you know, you look up, and like you say, the Jags, Texans playing around. The Texans defense, man, like just...
It's good.
It kind of similarly, like if their offense just plays average, the Texans are going to be in every single game.
Seems that way.
Added with a 5, we need to give $5 for that beautiful first touchdown drive. We needed that.
There you go.
Thank you. We agree. We did need that. Vahio? Oh, this is, again, usernames. Sorry, but I think it's Vanny, I believe. But Jordan, a.k.a. the Big Care Bear. Go with the nickname, the Big Care Bear.
That's what they call it. He honestly feels like that. Again, we hung out with them at the NovaCare complex, and he's just so nice. He walked into the room, and he's just bubbling with energy, extremely friendly. Never met us before, no clue who we were, and just, you know, hung out for an hour, and it was a good time. Seemed like he was going to have a good season. I don't think we predicted this good, though. He has been one of the better D tackles in the National Football League, I think.
He's for sure. He's without a doubt. I mean, there can't even be a question. He's on the Pro Bowl track. Like, he still has to keep this up the last several games, but the way he's played, the way he's impacted it, I think he has. Nick with a 2 also. I hate that we have to watch the refs because it was taking so long. I agree. We're watching the refs, and they're a little questionable call, but here we go, offense.
Now we watch the Eagle offense fresh off a 14-play scoring drive on their opening drive of the game. Up 7, Hurts takes the snap. He's going to throw, steps up, looking left. Now it goes home run ball, tries to find DeVonta Smith, and he's got it right in stride down to the Raider 25.
Yes!
That is a beautiful pitch and catch to number 6. And we talk about Jalen Hurts, the deep ball accuracy, the drops last week. This one caught perfectly by the Slim Reaper. Big gainer into Raider territory.
Love those explosive plays. What a route by Smitty. He gets the DB to commit to the outside. It's the out and up. And like you said, Thomas, I mean, that is one of the deep balls we haven't seen as much or as great placement, especially with this weather. But with the wind, Smitty with a grab.
Up to the 24. Hurts now takes a shotgun snap, gives Saquon Barkley up the middle. Nice gain there on first down. We'll call it 6. And what would happen if Philadelphia scored back-to-back touchdowns to open the game, Josh?
Oh.
I don't know what I could. What would we do?
I don't know. I don't think that I can go there yet. Make sure it actually happens. But yeah, you see just the capability that this team has. We know they have the playmakers. The offensive line is not what it was last year, but it can still be productive enough to help you get this. And then when you get the explosive plays, now I'll temper it, understand. People will say, oh, it's the Raiders. That is totally fair. It is just the Raiders. But anything to get this offense going, to build some momentum coming into these next several games.
We end quarter number 1 with Philadelphia have a 2nd and 3 inside Raider territory. And let's just say it for the last time today, Josh. It is just the Raiders. But we're not going to say it anymore because it's any given week, and the Philadelphia Eagle offense needs something to kickstart them for the final four-game stretch. And now 3 3/4 left. Come on. It's just the Raiders, but that's the last time we're going to mention it.
Yes, yep.
Kill them by 50 today. I don't care.
We're taking the life, whatever positivity that we can. Casey with the 2 also appreciate that. Let's go Birds. Let's just be consistent, please. And that is what it is. Be consistent.
So far.
Take advantage of the fact that you have better players. There's no other way to look at it. You have better players. You should be able to dominate. You go out there and execute. And so far, through 1 quarter, it is what it should be and what it could be.
So far, so good. I'll take it. So far, so good. I don't want to freak out here, but so far, so good.
Got Enigma kill switch with the 5, answering that question about what would happen if the Eagles did that. He says the world would collapse.
It feels like
they got both touchdowns. Yeah, it's because it's been so long. Because we can't even. It's almost like you wonder if it's too much to hope for those sort of things. Because, you see a little bit, you get a glimpse of it, and then it's like, well, I don't know, I'm not sure. And then they usually crush our hope after that fact. But Froggy with a 2. Sorry, I didn't actually see a comment there, but I got the super chat. We appreciate it. Ryan with the no more scoreboard, or maybe responded to other people about the scoreboard. Yes, it will. We will have the scoreboard. We normally do. Technical difficulties at the last minute. It was working earlier, and it did not right before. So, unfortunately, we don't have the scoreboard, but, we're trying to give you guys as many updates as possible on time, quarter, score, everything else.
Yep. Totally agree. And right now, it's 7-0 Philadelphia, for those wondering how this is going so far. I'm about to go into quarter number 2. I want to quickly mention the late games today, Josh. We talked about them about 30 minutes ago. Mm-hmm. The Packer-Bronco game is extremely important. You want to root with every ounce of your being for the Denver Broncos at home. That would be a massive win for Philadelphia's playoff seeding. And you also root very hard for the Rams, or the Alliance. I know Philadelphia has tiebreakers over both of them. We want the Rams to keep losing. That keeps the number 1 seed very, very slim, but alive if Philadelphia wins today. And then the Titans on the road against the 49ers. That shouldn't be a game, but Tennessee did figure something out last week. They ran for a ton of yards against the lowly Browns. Plenty of hate watching to do if Philadelphia can first take care of business as we come back here for the start of quarter 2. All right, 2nd down and 3. From about the 17, they're going to go bunch at the bottom of the formation. Darius Cooper checks in. A.J. Brown tight at the top of the formation. Hurts under center, takes the snap, turn give Barkley, tries to get around the edge and does not, and he's going to lose a lot, I think 3 or 4. And now we have a 3rd down and a lot longer here, Josh. Let's call it 3rd and 6. And I would still take a 10-0 lead, but I'm a little greedy right now. I want it to be 14. We'll see.
I'm with you. I mean, score touchdowns. Let's not get field goals. I did at least briefly. I could probably go and alternate from. I don't know what would be better, actually. I was just looking at. I've got the box score from ESPN. If people want like the score, I could actually show that in just the dual screen. So I could alternate. Let us know in the chat, I guess, if there's a preference there. But
3rd and 6, 3 on the play clock. Line to gain is the 14. Hurts barely gets it off with 1 second left. He'll throw, looks left, throws left, home run ball, trying to get Darius Cooper. That's got to be pass interference, and it will be.
It has to, yeah.
As Porter was tackling Darius Cooper at the 3, that's going to be 1st and goal. Spot of the foul at worst will be the 4, and another pass interference 1st down granted by the Raider defense. Good play there by Darius Cooper to get his head around to help it out, but that was as obvious as they come. 1st and goal, Philadelphia.
Yeah, that was about as obvious as it gets. And shout out Fred Johnson, by the way. They're showing a little pass rush protection with Max Crosby. That is not an easy job. That is going to be difficult all game long. Sometimes Philly giving him a little bit of help, but so far, so good.
1st and goal. Jalen Hurts is 4 for 5, 60 yards and a touchdown. The ball's at the 5 officially. 2 tight ends in with Grant Calcaterra. AJ, the lone receiver, top of the formation. Hurts takes the snap under center. They'll give Saquon running up the middle. Lowers that shoulder right into a Raider defensive lineman. He got about 2, so we'll call it 2nd and goal from the Raider 3.
All right. Still big 2nd down. This is an area where you got to convert. You got to score a touchdown. There's no business messing around with. You get a penalty on the DPI. It needs to be 14-0. That has to be the only answer.
Gotta be.
Here.
Shotgun now. Smitty back in the game. He's stacked right in front of A.J. Brown, top of the formation. They're going to go RPO. They're going to throw it to Goddard. Wide open, and he dropped it. Oh, my gosh. It hit him in the hands.
Oh, no.
What are we doing? Dallas, you're wide open. Just catch it. He would have had
number 2
on the day.
That's
oh, my
number
gosh.
2.
That was perfectly played. I mean, that's a perfect play call. A perfect throw. And he just dropped it. He just dropped it.
He drops it in the bucket. It hits him in the hands. It's a soft throw. It's not like,
oh man.
My, no.
Perfect play call. Yeah, Goddard
it doesn't
says
get
it's
easier.
On me. Unbelievable. Jeez, that is a pure encapsulation of the Philadelphia Eagle season so far. Incomplete pass.
It does not get easier than that.
Come on, shotgun again. They still have a chance. Goddard stays in. They're trips at the top. Hurts takes the snap, looking left, steps up in a dirty pocket. Now he's going to get hit and sacked. There's Max Crosby.
Yeah.
And Philadelphia is going to kick a field goal. And that's rough because they did everything right. They converted the 3rd downs, and they had a wide open touchdown that was dropped. And can't blame anybody but Dallas Goedert for that one.
Gosh.
And there's Max Crosby. Boy, you wish he could become an Eagle, but very loyal to a very bad Raider organization, at least, throughout his career. And now we kick a field goal. What? All right, well,
the
27-yarder.
play call was dialed up, man. It was there to be had.
Elliott is barely good. That was a little scary. Wouldn't have been good from much longer. But 10-0 Philadelphia. We will take that to the bank.
Sure, yeah, okay.
But still, it's a little iffy. It was a great drive. It was a really great drive.
That's ridiculous. I can't. Oh, it does. It does encapsulate the season and what it's been. But I cannot believe the fact that Goddard, it's in his hands.
He had it.
He could take all day. Like there's no rushing that. He can even body catch it. Like it's not a very hard thrown football. All right. Oh well. Moving on.
Well,
up 10.
Oh well. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Cap with a 5. Merry Christmas all. Love our cold and snow game. Let's use this for positive momentum the rest of the season. Okay.
Yep.
Staying positive.
Yep.
Even with
I agree.
Even
I
with
agree. We're trying.
Right.
We're trying.
Chris also, what's up with the 5? Says it's good to see we can score on a team that that would prefer to lose, but I don't care. I'd be happy watching them score on my daughter's flag football team.
I would too, honestly. I would not care. I would stream the entire game. The entire game. I would stream it.
Oh, yes. It doesn't matter, quite honestly. So we just need to see some sort of offense. And at least we've seen a little bit. But gosh, I can't believe. I mean, we'd be sitting here 14-0 with 12:49 to play in the second quarter, 2 touchdowns, both to Dallas Goedert. You get all the other guys involved as well. Lunar Wolf with a 5, good start. Still want to see Tank get a couple touches. You want to run more, utilize both great backs plus Jalen running, I think would be 10 of 10.
Yeah. Yeah, I would love to see some Tank carries. I think that they should do some Tank Bigsby carries, but they don't do it every single week. I don't know why, but, what are you going to do?
They stay away from it.
They do.
For some reason, they just continue to stay away from it. kind of ridiculous how much they do, but for some reason.
Looks like we're still on a commercial break. Yeah. I thought they were coming back. Nope, they have not come back. Take a look at the Commanders here. They just scored a rushing touchdown. Bill Krosky merit to go up 10-0 on the Giants. That is notable, not just because they're in the NFC East, but because we play them next week, Josh. Would you bring back Jaden Daniels after everything that's gone on? You think he's going to play the rest of the season? I wouldn't, personally. But
I mean, yeah. Like, as the organization, I wouldn't. But, for the player himself, I feel like he's not wanting to shut his season down yet. So he'll probably try to push to come back. But, yeah, if it was up to me, I'd be like, nope, you're done.
All right, back from commercial break.
The Bears have scored, so they're up 14-0.
Yes. As this kick is dropped and now picked up by the Raider return man. A pretty good return, all things being, up across the 30. Keely Ringo took a big shot there, but up comes Kenny Pickett. Had a good opening drive that got stalled on a 4th and 6, and now we'll see what he does here for drive number 2 in a 10-0 hole. They're showing us some Kenny Pickett love. Obviously, spent a lot of time now all over the place. I mean, goodness, traded to the Browns and then traded to the Raiders a couple of months later. Hadn't played much, and then Geno Smith gets hurt. Now we'll see what Kenny Pickett has the rest of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Under center for drive number 2 for the Raiders. Pickett from the 31. They're going to go Genty handoff right side up the middle. And he gets stuffed by Marcus Epps and Nakobe Dean for a gain of about 3. Marcus Epps last week, Josh, was absolutely incredible. We barely ever talked about him, but he was fantastic, especially stopping the run. And a good run stop there for a gain of 3.
Yeah, it's been much better. You got some more consistency, not the issues with the missed tackles, and just some of the other errors that Sidney Brown had. But shout out to Cranky with a 10 bomb. Appreciate that. Says Goddard wouldn't have dropped it if Tanner had thrown it. Go Birds. There is a wink emoji, so it's sarcasm. People can relax.
Okay, good. Well, we have a drop there, trying to get Trey Tucker across the middle, incomplete. So Pickett has his second incompletion of the afternoon. It'll be 3rd down and 7.
Get him to a quick 3rd down. This is the recipe right here. Not a good offensive line. Pin the ears back. Come on.
3rd and officially 7. Pickett is 6 for 9 for 30 yards. 12:04 to go here in quarter number 2. See if Philadelphia's defense can force a very quick 3 and out and get back on the sideline by the bench warmers. Here we go. Line of gain, the 41. Pickett in the gun. Genty comes back to his left. Trips at the top, including Bowers. Pickett, 3 in the play clock, takes the snap. 4-man pressure comes. Here comes Felix Hunt. He's going to grab him, and then it's going to be a throw and drop by Genty.
Yep.
And Felix Hunt was so close there, Josh, but no cigar, but a 3 and out. They're going to punt.
Still force the pressure, low throw, drop. They did their job, You get greedy and want the sack, but they did their job.
Good stunt there by Felix Hunt, man. He got so close. He's so quick and bendy coming off the edge, and yet Pickett kind of ducked him and threw it right in the arms of Ashton Genty, who dropped it across the middle. Would have had a couple more yards to get the first down, but still, good stop by the Philadelphia defense. Here comes our first A.J. Cole punt of the afternoon. Gets this one away, angles it right. Britton Covey telling everyone to get out of the way, and it goes out of bounds at about the 22-yard line. And so the Eagle offense, their 3rd possession upcoming, they're not in a hole, Josh. They, in fact, have a nice, comfortable 10-0 lead so far. They've moved the football well. We'll see what they do here for drive number 3.
Landed pretty close to Keely Ringo on that punt. He's trying to tell him to get out of the way, but they're all right. They're good.
Turnover-free game would be something I would be very excited to watch if they could do it this season. That would be nice, but we'll see.
Come on. Just keep it up. Don't give in. Don't because now we're pretty much beyond. If there were any scripted portions for the offense, we're pretty much beyond that now. So this is This is the feel it out the rest of the way portion of the offense, and haven't seen the best resume from Kevin Patullo in these phases. So now it's getting real.
Oh man! All right, well.
Can they dial it up and go score?
We'll see when they come back from commercial break. No other scores of interest right now. No one actually has scored since we've updated you guys on the most recent numbers here. Cardinals actually threw a passing touchdown to Trey McBride in the red zone, so 17-7 as the Cardinals give a little bit of life, but not much. As we stay on commercial break, as usual, if you're just joining us, no scoreboard today. Technical difficulties that were not our fault. Let's just say that. Not our problem, but should be fixed by next week for the final 3-game stretch as we march towards Christmas, the end of the season, and the playoffs, Josh. Which, by the way, if Philadelphia wins today, Cowboys lose tonight on Sunday Night Football, which, by the way, there are a lot of good games happening not on Sunday Night Football. I cannot believe we have to watch Cowboys and J.J. McCarthy. That is just an awful Sunday nighter.
Yeah.
But Dallas loses tonight. They lose one more, and Philadelphia should lock the division up. I think the magic number was 2 Cowboy losses as long as Philadelphia wins one of their remaining 4. So we could be 1 week away if everything goes correctly the rest of the way from an NFC East divisional victory.
Getting close. Just need 3. 3 is the magic number. Whether it's a win-loss combo, whatever it is. And I'm trying to get this to fit the screen, but it's about as good as you could do. So sharing the box score, the game cast,
doing what we can.
We don't have the scoreboard.
Doing
so
what we can.
I'm trying. It's makeshift. We're doing our best.
All right, looks like they're bringing us back here from commercial break.
Do you have a super chat from Brian real quick? Appreciate that for the 5. Says, defense looks like they picked up where they left off. That they do.
Yeah, we're not going to say it's just the Raiders. We said we weren't allowed to do that anymore. But yeah, they obviously look much better than a couple of weeks ago versus the Bears. Back-to-back weeks now, so far so good. Here we go. Philly's offense also looking good. Hurts starts 4 for 6 for 60 yards, and that touchdown should have been 2. From the 25-yard line, drive number 3, play action under center. Hurts steps up, still looking, now dumps off underneath. Caught Saquon Barkley at his ankles and gets around a couple of players for about an 8-yard gain. Looks like they were setting up a deep shot. Hurts didn't like it. Safe check down, 8-yard gain, 2nd down and 2.
It's a massive win considering where, again, normally first down, it's all of a sudden like, oh, well, it's 2nd and 9, 2nd and 10, 2nd and 11. 2nd and 2. We do not see these very often. So
that's a great point. Yeah, I mean, we'll take whatever we can get, no matter who it's against. 11:20 to go, second quarter. Philadelphia up 10-0. Line to gain is the Eagle 35. Hurts under center on a 2nd and 2. Barkley the lone setback. They're going to run a stretch play to him, and geez, he lost maybe 4 there. And looked like Fred Johnson on his butt. Looked like Tyler Steen on his butt. And there's your negative run play, Josh. They just saved it for 2nd down instead of 1st down to make it a little more dramatic.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Couldn't have it just pick up the 1st down on 2nd down. Now it's a 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6. So we get our shot at Kevin Patullo with an opportunity hat on. That's fun.
Yeah.
But,
interesting.
We'll see. Yeah. Don't know if I'm going to pick that one up in the Eagles store, but I guess you could. All right, line of gain 35. Hurts in the gun on 3rd and 6. Ooh, looks like Tank Bigsby checked in. He's to the left of Hurts in the gun. 3 on the play clock. They're showing blitz. Let's see if they come. They don't. They back out of it. Hurts to throw. Dirty pocket. Steps up. He can run. Now fires it. Caught Tank Bigsby. No, he dropped it. Incomplete. And that will be a 3 and out.
Gosh.
Thought Hurts might have wanted to keep that one. He might have been able to have it. That was a bad throw.
Yeah, I mean, either option, if it's executed correctly, if he hits Tank in stride or just, a better throw, it looks like Tank drops it, but it's behind him. Get a better look at this angle. Yeah, he's getting closed in pretty quickly. He might not have even been able to take off. But if he hits Tank there on the money, I think he could have picked up the 1st down.
Would have been close. 4th and 6. First Braden Mann sighting of the afternoon. He stands back at the Eagles 16. Snap away, kick away off the right foot. Very reliable right foot this season. This one is way short, though, but takes an Eagle hop to the 27. And we'll take it as Will Shipley picks it up. And back comes the Kenny Pickett offense in a couple of minutes. They go to commercial break.
All right. Come on. Got to get the defense again.
Yep. Don't let them crawl back into this. Let's just keep them scoreless. That would be the ultimate goal.
I don't know what's more frustrating. I don't know if it's the execution, because I mean, I guess it's whatever's happening is maybe the answer, but it's like what's the most frustrating? It's lack of execution, or is it when we see like play calls that are like what on earth are we doing there, right? Because like sometimes the plays have been there to be made, and you've had execution issues like multiple times in this game. But then there's other ones where we can look at, certainly in past games, where it's like, oh, they showed the routes that are being run or where Jalen can throw the football or a spammed inside zone. And it's like, that one's not going to work. Why are we trying it, right? So, like, either way, it's frustrating. I'm just, like, looking back at that going, you got another opportunity. Pick up a first down. So, couple super chats here. Anything Arsenal with a 2? Why is this game not shown in the UK? I do not know.
Are they normally shown in the UK? I don't think that the UK gets games like this, right? Isn't it normally blocked?
I have no idea. I don't know, to be honest, any of that. I mean, you use a other way to watch games and you'd probably be fine. But I don't know if that's like maybe the only couple games that the NFL chooses could be, and saying like, why is this not one? Maybe, but it's the Raiders. So I feel like they're not showing the Raiders as much if it's specific for those. But yeah, like actually, I don't know how or what. You do VPN. Not that, there's other options for those. But Rome with a 5. Poll on who broke the scoreboard, Josh or Thomas?
Neither. But fair.
It is interesting. We appreciate that, Rome. We try to start something here. Yeah, like Thomas said, it was we're free of blame. We'll just say that.
Yep.
It should have worked properly. Unfortunately, it did not. Kellepitter with 5 also. Is there any chance Ben Van Sumeren coming back if they make the playoffs that you're aware of?
I don't think so. We've not heard that.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
I think he's done, unfortunately.
Yep.
He just can't stay healthy. I mean, it is.
Nope. First play of the game.
Great.
First play of the season.
Yeah, as great as the opportunities were, and like, oh hey, let's get the fullback here. He'd been in camp, ready with the offense and everything. I don't think so.
Eagles defense has an opportunity on a 1st and 10. They're going to run Genty on a stretch right into the arms of Jordan Davis, and he goes nowhere. Jahad Campbell getting some snaps also on the field for the tackle. Give him 1, 2nd down and 9. Pickett's opened up 6 of 10 for 30 yards. Started pretty hot, moved the ball well with his legs, and has cooled off since on what is a 15-degree field temperature. Feels like, at least. I think the actual temperature is in the 20s. But 2nd and 9 upcoming for the Pete Carroll-led offense. Here we go. Working left to right. Down 10. Line to gain is the 37. Pickett takes the snap. They're going to run Genty. Tries to get around the edge and runs into a bunch of Eagles who are still trying to bring him down. Actually missed a couple of tackles there, but only got 4. So here comes a 3rd and about, let's call it 5, as they run Genty twice to open this drive. 9:23 to go here in quarter 2.
Run defense is good, and the Raiders can't run it well, so the combo.
9:11 left in the second quarter. Philadelphia went right down the field, scoring their opening drive. Should have scored a touchdown on their second drive, but dropped by Dallas Goedert. And then they punted on drive number 3. Pickett on a 3rd and 6. In the gun. It's like a slot to the near side. Tucker alone at the top. Pickett takes the snap. 4-man pressure coming. Steps up in a clean pocket. Now he's going to get hit. He's going to get down, and it's a sack, and it's Brandon Graham.
Yes,
he actually got one now.
Come
BG
on now.
from the defensive tackle position again. He should have 2. Now officially 1. And a sack by the Bird defense. Look at Brandon Graham looking good today. My goodness.
Let's go. Yeah, a little interior play on that. Come on.
They found something on these pass rush downs to put BG on a guard. He just bullied that right guard. Holy cow. And then hung on for the sack. Turned back the clock. Brandon Graham. That was a really good bull rush. 4th and 13, and they'll punt.
Let's go. He so deserves that, too. Good for him.
Yeah, he does. It's another bad punt. Covey's going to have to field it, though, from the 25 and safely gets through 1 tackle and still going up to the 30. That's really well done by Britton Covey. He's been a breath of fresh air ever since the Xavier Gibson fumble late in that Cowboy game a couple of weeks ago. And they give us a little side-by-side commercial break here, but a 3-and-out for the Bird defense. They got 2 of those so far today. And now the Eagle offense comes back out fresh off of their first punt of the afternoon, up 10.
How about that? We can count on the defense. We know that. Which, let's see. Oh, hey, you know what? I was just double-checking this because I saw the Eagles posted on Twitter. So the sack for BG counts for the first one. So he actually has 2, statistically, on the record there, because I guess the they took the sack and then the 15-yard penalty instead of the 5-yard
Wow.
hold because both of those would have been automatic first down. So they actually did take the sack.
So he has 2 today. How about that?
He's got 2 sacks, and he's got 2 quarterback hits, and he has a tackle for loss.
Okay. All right.
That's insane.
Not too bad. 1st and 10 for the Eagle offense from their own 30, working right to left. 8 minutes to go, second quarter. Hurts takes a shotgun snap and puts it in the belly of Saquon Barkley. He falls forward for 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6. As one interesting score update here, Josh, how about the New England Patriots taking it to Buffalo? That's basically for the division if Patriots hold on and win. Another touchdown, 21-0 New England over the 9-win Buffalo Bill team.
Gosh.
Holy cow, that is, New England might be for real.
Yeah, I think they are. Saquon is coming off. Looks like he's banged up.
Yeah, he does.
Keep
He's
an eye
on his
that.
hands and knees on the sideline. We'll see. Tank Bigsby checked in. They're forcing Bigsby snaps for a Saquon injury. 2nd and 6. Hurts in the gun. Hurts takes the snap. He's going to throw. Pressure comes immediately. Now he's going to go ahead and run this one and go out of bounds for a gain of about 4. So 3rd down and 2. Jamal Adams came right into his grill, and Hurts safely got out of bounds. There is a flag. It should be on the Raiders, I think. I think it's going to be a secondary hold.
Oh, there we go.
My guess.
Get a first down?
I think it will be. Yep, holding on the Raider. I think it was one of their cornerbacks. So, yep, automatic first down. We will take it. Isaiah Polamau, one of their safeties, one of the backup safeties, working on Dallas Goedert. And, yeah, that's a pretty bad hold.
Yep. Pretty obvious there.
Very bad
Brian
hold.
with a 5.
Yep.
Jalen looks like he's gun shy after the Chargers game. He's holding onto the ball.
I wouldn't say that. He had some pretty good throws. I mean, maybe a couple of times that previous drive, but so far so good. Bigsby stays in on first down from the Eagle 43. Here's a Tank Bigsby run up the middle. Nice gain there. Tank Bigsby across the 50. Every time he touches the football, Josh, it's a 6+ yard gain. That's good for 8. I just don't know why they don't do that more often.
I don't either.
Is still getting looked at.
I don't either. There's some explosiveness. You know, we love Saquon. He's a great player. Not saying that you're giving Tank Bigsby the job or anything like that, but there's a reason that he's averaging, 7-8 yards a carry on the season?
Yep. Sure seems that way. That one good for 8. 2nd down and 2. He stays in from the 50. They're going to run Bigsby again up the middle, and he's going to have a first down, maybe a little more. Boy, he was real close to breaking that, and he knows it. We'll call it a gain of 3. Another first down there for one of the fans' favorite players this season because we never see him, but when we do, he does good stuff. First down, Philadelphia.
He doesn't see the field much, but like you say, when he does, we've seen instances that work. That was close. That was really close. He was just about to break that one, though, it looked like.
Barkley's just standing on the sideline. He's got a jacket over his shoulder. Should be fine, but he's staying out for now. Under center into Raider territory at the 46. They're going to go play action. Roll Jalen to the left. Fires to Goedert. Catches it that time. He's going to have a first down. Lowers the shoulder. And there's Dallas Goedert making up for maybe a little bit of that dropped touchdown a couple of drives ago, but a gain of 12, first down Philadelphia. Another positive first down play.
There we go. Hey, again, if we do need to kind of insert the disclaimer every time we say this, but offense has looked better. The play calling has looked better. When they're executing also, it's night and day difference.
Bigsby stays in. He'll get a handoff from the gun up the middle, rumbles over a defender, but a good tackle for a gain of about 4. As Bigsby has gotten 3 carries. That's more than he's had the past 2 games with Saquon staying out. Look at his shoulder, at his neck, at his left arm. We're not sure. I think it's his left shoulder or his left rib. He took a shot as we're seeing a replay now. And he's still kind of getting looked at on the sideline, and Tank Bigsby will stay in. 2nd and 6. He seems fine, though, now. No one's attending to him, so I think he's going to come back eventually. Bigsby stays in from the Raider 31. Under center, play action. Hurts steps up in a clean pocket. Underneath, caught. Wide open, Dallas Goedert. Goedert into the red zone. He's into about the 16-yard line. And Dallas Goedert having himself a very nice first half here. And another wide open pitch and catch from Jalen Hurts. Don't see that a lot this season in a Kevin Patullo offense, but that worked out well from under center, first down Philadelphia.
No, you don't. And the thing that makes this beautiful here is the fact that it's not even with 2 tight ends. So, no offense to Grant Calcaterra, but Grant's not on the field. You only have 1 tight end, but still go under center, spread things out, and you saw the difference that play action makes.
Read option. Hurts is going to keep it, gets around the edge, and stiff arms his way for a gain of 5. That was Jalen Hurts running all the way and doesn't have the same speed from a couple of years ago. Everyone likes to point that out whenever he runs, but we'll take a 4-yard run on first down. 2nd and 6. Clock keeps moving. 3:50 to go. Another long, sustaining drive here from the Bird offense.
Yep. I like the fact that he at least didn't totally shy away from contact. So
Saquon Barkley has checked back into the game. So if you needed your over 5 yards rushing from Tank Bigsby, you got it on that previous drive. And now we'll come back to Saquon here. 2nd down and 6 officially. Line to gain. They get a first down at the Raiders 7. Hurts back under center. 2 tight end look. They're going to give it to Saquon Barkley up the middle and runs into a wall, but falls forward for a couple. Cross the 10. We'll make it 3rd down and probably 3. Pretty good game there.
Fought through the contact. It's good to at least see him back out there.
22 plays in Raider territory today. The Raiders have just 6. This has been a very one-sided affair. We have not seen a lot of those for Philadelphia, and we're going to enjoy every second. 3rd down and 3 for the Birds. They can get a first down to make it 1st and goal if they can get past the 7. This is play number 10 of the drive. Shotgun. Latu checks in as well. He's to the left of Jalen Hurts, who's got Saquon Barkley to his right. Hurts takes the snap. Blitz comes. They're going to go play action. Hurts is going to keep it. Rolling to the right. He's going to have a first down and a little more, and then comes out of bounds at about the 3. Thought he had a chance to toe tap along the sideline. They were trying to run the same play that they threw the drop touchdown pass to Dallas Goedert to Calcaterra this time. Raiders defended it well, and Hurts kept it himself, and 1st and goal upcoming from the Raider 3.
I love everything about, I mean, we've talked about this whole drive. I love everything about the play call, the design of it. You got the chance to Saquon. You've got Calcaterra, who's rolling out at least to be a potential threat to catch the football, and then Jalen not afraid to take off and run. It looked like he could have just toe tapped. I mean, it'd be difficult. We've seen him make that play. Man, that would have been insane, though, if he just stays in bounds.
Would have been interesting. And we go to the 2-minute warning in a commercial break. And Philadelphia on the edge of a 17-0 lead. If they can just punch it in here as the number 1 red zone offense. Let's see.
Let's see. We got a couple other super chats as well. Anything Arsenal with 5? 6 p.m. 6 p.m. UK kickoff is normally shown on Sky Sports, but every other game is on apart from the Birds. So
okay.
You know, maybe the fact that they're expected to be a blowout, like I say, it's the Raiders, so kind of a not great support as, you know, at least as much for Vegas. But I understand for the Birds, they should still be showing it for the Eagles.
Check your text, Josh. I think there's there might be an update on the scoreboard. Take a look at that whenever you have a chance. You might have a chance to get the scoreboard back on.
Okay. Let's see. And let's try that. Let's see if we can get this working. It would be pretty sweet if we could. Okay. Okay.
We're still in commercial break from the 2-minute warning. Couple of scores checking out around the league. The Ravens have broken a 0-0 tie against the Bengals, 7-0. Bears 14-0 over the Browns, but Browns are driving right now. Chiefs 10-3 over the Chargers. Saw a very bad Herbert interception. Patriots 21-0 over the Bills. Commanders 13-zip over the 2-win Giants. Jets 7, Jaguars 21, Texans 20, Cardinals 7 are the early slate of games. No bye weeks today, Josh. First week of fantasy football playoffs. Don't have to worry about any bye weeks. Lots of afternoon games as well. And if Philadelphia can just hang on here, it would be pretty fun to just go and enjoy the afternoon without even worrying about unhappy Bird fans.
Yeah, that would be pretty legit if that could happen. Okay, I think I've got it as figured out as we're going to. The blue screen, so you see what it... Yeah, okay. So
I think it looks fine. I mean, it's better than nothing, right?
Yeah, it's kind of... You barely make out the Eagles logo, but...
Yep.
I mean, everything else, you could see it about as good as we would hope. So for now, we will have it ultimately figured out.
There we go.
Next week. Right. The football is a little hard to see as well, just as far as the yard marker, but it is still there for people looking.
We'll take it. We will definitely take it. Drop a like for that happening. And hopefully double up with maybe multiple likes if they can punch it in the end zone here. This is a 10-play, 6-minute drive. They've had multiple 10-play drives in the first half, Josh. Unheard of for the Eagles in 2025. 3 yards to glory here to go up 17-0. Let's see. Shotgun, Barkley to his left. AJ's the only receiver. 3 tight ends, including Cameron Latu. Hurts takes the snap. They're going to give it to Saquon up the middle. He's in. Touchdown,
Let's
Philadelphia.
go.
Looks like he broke the plane, and he did. And we are an extra point away from 17-0. What a day.
Yes, sir.
It's so smooth today, Josh. It feels so easy today, Josh. We haven't had a lot of those this season. Man,
No.
Good day to be in Philadelphia, huh? Come on.
Been a long time coming for any sort of semblance so far, but you're right. The offense has been efficient. It should be 3 drives and 3 scores, but we have the drop and we won't go there. But overall, yes, team playing very well at the moment. 1:54 to play in the first half. So make sure I got the clock updated as well. I'll be running this, but and there we go. Now we're updated. So
okay, how about that? Scoreboard, Philadelphia filling it up with points. 1:54 to go. Man,
come on.
Got to love what we've seen so far.
And just keep building off this. Get that momentum. The vibes feeling right. I don't care who we're playing. We will take it.
I agree. Here comes the extra point. Snap, hold, kick up, and good. That was a little bit of an example of the wind. Started left, came back to the right, but we got a 3-yard rushing touchdown from Saquon Barkley and a good extra point to boot. 17-0 Philadelphia. Just what the doctor ordered, Josh, as they go to commercial break.
Yes. 17-0. We will absolutely take it. J-Man with the 5, as we're going to play the song too. Make sure we don't forget that. J-Man with the 5. Right now, Jordan Davis is better than JC. Even when they're both healthy, JC hasn't been as dominant this year, and I say JD's contract is the priority.
I think you're right technically, but you're wrong in terms of the fact that Jalen Carter's basically not had a functioning shoulder this year. I think with a healthy Jalen Carter is better. But yes, as of actual on the field, it has been Jordan Davis. Yes.
Yep, I agree. Here we go. EAGLES, Eagles.
We needed it.
Drop a like for us. We almost have 1,000 between the streams. We're at 833.
Pretty good start.
So hit the like button if you haven't already. Multiple other super chats as well. So let me get to those. Stick Shift with a 5. Hey fellas, KP made me late for this chat. Okay, well KP's done a little better today, but
he has. He has.
It's fair. Throw a little bit there. The King Dylan with the 5. Fly Eagles fly, baby. Go Birds. Come on now. Let's see. Damon's also with 2. Fellas, what's going on? Fly Eagles fly. See, we're feeling feeling better.
We're feeling better. I know. We're feeling better. We will take it. Oh man, it's been good. It's been good.
Lacey with the 2. Josh has to change his jersey so we can see the ball. Oh, with the white jersey, it's a little harder to see, I guess. Okay, well, judging by how we started out playing, I don't think I can change it. So we might have to.
I don't want to jinx it.
Struggle through not seeing the ball. Frank, what's up? The schemes look better. What you think, Josh and T? Yes,
I think that they do. I think that they do, and they're also executing them right. That's kind of the give and take of a Philadelphia Eagle Kevin Patullo offense. They got to call good plays, but they also have to actually execute the plays that are called, and they're doing that so far.
I agree. It's I mean, dare we say it, but like so far, it's the most complimentary game that they have played. Just keep this up. Brian with a 5, is the offense playing better, or are the Raiders just that bad?
Yes, and, I think the answer is yes. Would be my answer. Yes.
Yep. But you know what, Brian? We're being positive today. So we're just gonna say the Eagles offense is playing better, and Saquon stretching over there. What is a neck injury, maybe back injury?
Looks like a stinger.
Of sorts. So
yeah.
Chris with a 5 more says, I should have shut off the Dallas game at halftime. Do I risk it today or cash in my chips? I'm in ride or die. Go Birds.
Yeah, I think I'm not gonna jinx it, but this just feels good as the kick goes into the end zone and is knee down. But I mean they did score 17 in the first half versus Denver. They had 21 in that first half versus the Cowboys. They're capable of blowing this game, but this team looks pretty good so far.
Yep, they've been executing as we want them to. Lunar Wolf with the 5. Yes, Thomas, over 5 yards for Tank finally hit 5 weeks late.
Finally.
But I hope this offense sparks the ignition in the playoffs.
I still took it. Hopefully you did too.
Yep. Could never give up on that one.
He might get more after in the second half. We'll see. Right now, though, Philadelphia doubling up the Raider time of possession. They'll maybe add to that here as the Raiders are going to get maybe one final possession with 1:54 to go here. 1:57 to go here in the first half. Pickett under center from the 20. Genty the lone setback. They're going to run Genty. No play action. They're going to find Bowers out of the backfield. Caught. Runs over a man for a first down. That was a punishing blow delivered to, I think it was Adoree Jackson. And yeah, it was. 11-yard gain there for Bowers and a first down.
Probably the best play for the Raiders offense so far.
Done by their best player. Bowers is one. He is the epitome of the Bugatti in the garage of that trashed house meme in this offense. But now they're going to throw again on 1st and 10. Underneath, that's going to be caught by Genty and stood up by a pair of Eagle linebackers. Gain of 5. That will stop the forward progress no further, but the clock will continue to run. 2nd and 4 officially as they hurry to the line. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. Line to gain is the 41. Pickett goes back into the shotgun, takes the snap. 4-man pressure comes, steps up, throws left side. That's going to be incomplete. His arm got hit as it went forward. Golly, there was not an Eagle in the area. The closest was Zach Bond. It looked like Jalen Phillips, though, got there and touched that Pickett arm, and he did to disrupt that one. It is incomplete, although that hand was kind of empty going forward, but either way, they call it incomplete. 3rd and 4. Philly gets a stop here, Josh. They could call a timeout and try and get some more points. There's a lot of time left.
Oh, plenty of time. Come on.
All right, 3rd down and 4. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. Pickett stays in the gun. They bring in Mostert, their 3rd down back to the right of Pickett. 4-man pressure comes. Pickett to throw. Looks right. Throws right. That's caught and a first down. And there is Brock Bowers right in front of Cooper DeJean. And that was a much-needed first down for a Raider offense that had gone 3 and out 2 straight times. They had the football, and now they go hurry up. First down from the Raider 43. Pickett takes the snap, steps up in a dirty pocket. He gets hit and fires it. It's going to be caught, but then immediately blown up as Mostert gets about 2. Moro Jomo got the hit on Kenny Pickett, but he safely got it away. And that'll be a gain of 2 as Dean had a nice tackle there. 2nd down and 8. Pickett not using his timeouts. 45 seconds left. He'll throw. Steps up and throws left side, and that's incomplete. Airmailed Trey Tucker. Adoree Jackson in good coverage. It'll be 2nd down, now 3rd down and 8 with 41 seconds left.
Another big 3rd down. Still plenty of time if the Eagles get a stop. They could be aggressive on offense.
Would be nice. We'll see if they can, in fact, do that. They could definitely use a timeout here and have 2 and 30-plus seconds left. We'll see.
Remember, the Raiders get the ball to start the second half, so don't give up anything major. I mean, really, defense, get a stop here, hold them to 0.
3rd and 8. Line to gain is the Eagle 46. Kenny Pickett in the shotgun, Mostert to his right. Philadelphia's got Tyler Robinson and BG in as their defensive tackles. They're bringing pressure. Pickett to throw. Steps up, throws left side. That's going to be incomplete. Another good play. Adoree Jackson, very nicely broken up, and there's a stop. 4th and 8, 36 seconds left. Philadelphia's got all 3 timeouts. I think you stay aggressive here, Josh.
I think you do. Yeah. Kicking game is not as in play. So maybe there's an element there where Sirianni says we're just going to be content with it. But I would say, I guess depending on where this punt goes, if they pin you deep, maybe that changes it. But otherwise, you got to try to make something happen. Defense playing so well.
They're coming after this A.J. Cole punt. He got it away. Covey standing back at his own 5. The knuckleball goes right into his hands, though. Returnable by Britton Covey to the 20, and that actually is a pretty good return. 24 seconds, 3 timeouts. Nick Sirianni's gotten a little bit of flack throughout the season not being aggressive in these scenarios. We'll see what he does here. They'll probably see what the first play results in to make a decision.
All right, they got 3 timeouts. See if they go with a surprise as the quick timeout. There's a super chat here from Anything Arsenal with a 5 more. Appreciate that. Regardless of not being able to watch the game, you guys are smashing the content, and so much respect for both of you. Eagles, let's go Birds.
We appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yeah, been a slow week for us. everyone's a little upset. Hopefully a win gets everyone back excited to see what the Eagles can do this final month of the regular season. They've gone touchdown, field goal, punt, touchdown, Josh. 2 drives of 10 and 13 plays. They're going to start the shotgun with 24 seconds left from the 21. They're going to run it to Saquon Barkley up the middle, and he's going to get 3 or 4, and that might be Philadelphia bowing out and accepting a 17-0 lead, and they will.
They will.
No aggression. Okay. I think I'm probably fine with that based on what the score is, and I would hope some cheers by the Eagle faithful at the link as they jog into the tunnel here as the clock hits 00. 17-0 Philadelphia in
sure.
a perfect first half. How about that?
We will take that. Absolutely. You doubled it up, the end of the game would be 34-0. We'd be happy with that.
We would take that. Jalen, 7 of 10, 94 yards and a touchdown. Should have had 2. Nearly 30 on the ground. Everything's gone their way. Everything has gone pretty much perfectly for Philadelphia as a halftime it is. All right. I have not felt this good at a halftime, Josh, in a very long time. In a very long time.
It's been a minute. Even the Dallas one, it was like a great start, but then they scored, and then you're like, I don't know. We haven't seen anything. There hasn't been any consistency. So we will absolutely take it. Nick with a 5. So far, so good, but we've seen good halves as well. Let's finish this off. Actually, we're saying let's finish this half off with a pick 6. We didn't get that, but it is still a fair point of we've seen good halves before, and then, things change at times. So see what adjustments they make, what the Raiders do differently. If KP can hold that up, we'll see. Damon's with the 5 more. Appreciate that. I never jumped off the train. Never did. I know that.
There you go.
I can attest to it. Never jumped off the train. Did. Will always ride and die with my birds and Jalen. Go birds, fly, Eagles, fly.
A lot of people did. That's for sure.
Good for you. That is very much respect. So, got to hold out hope, as we've been saying. Don't fully give up on it yet. But I understand frustration. But some people were like, "Nah, that's it. We're done. We're absolutely done." And you never know. It could just be playing a team like they are today, but it could be that, hey, the offense is finding something. You do at least like the play calling, the sequencing, as we said, much differently than they have. So, J. Ross
one penalty.
5. Yeah,
I think too. Sorry to interrupt. I think one bad penalty on offense. DeJean had one, or I think maybe 2, the hold and then the pass interference, but or the personal foul. But yeah, clean game so far. Which, what do you know? They play well when they aren't shooting themselves in the foot.
Yeah, go figure. J. Ross with a 5. Let's go. Is this because of KP or Nick getting more involved? The media needs to start putting some more respect on our coach's name. Okay.
Wow. That
don't
super chat would not have come in
too often
last Monday night, but yes, yes, maybe we'll see.
They had some positive signs from the Chargers game, like we said, and they seem to have carried it over, at least just the scheme and the game plan wise. So
yep.
Yeah, we're happy about that.
For sure.
Sapien 10 times with the 2. We have been missing the RPO. Here it is.
Yeah, we've seen it a lot more, including the running portion of the RPO by Jalen Hurts. Normally, the RPO is a give to, at least this year, Saquon or the pop pass. We've seen both, but also Jalen used the legs, and a couple of those were him ripping the ball out of Saquon Barkley's gut and running it himself, which we like.
Yep. It's it totally changes the defense, as we've been saying for weeks, right? It's like, we're not asking Jalen to run the football 15 times a game, but you do have to be willing to pull it a couple times to keep the defense honest. You see the same instance with the Chargers. We saw that last week. Justin Herbert pulled it on a not even a designed RPO. It was an inside zone. He goes, whoop, no, I'm gone. I'm off to pick up 20 yards and get us in field goal range. So, yes, you have to present something different to the defense, and at least finally they're doing that. I don't care who we're playing today. As we've said, it wouldn't even matter at this point. We will take the points. We will take some offense, some scoring, and they're doing that. So, Poncho with a 5. Popped in to check the vibes. Good to see BGE.
Vibes are good.
Get some runs and even some Jalen scrambles, almost like the world is healing. LOL. Go Birds.
BG, I think, might be the big takeaway so far today. I mean, my goodness, imagine a healthy Jalen Carter back alongside Brandon Graham on those third downs. They've really found out. I think it's just because Brandon Graham is so thick. I've met him in person. Big
so
guy.
Strong.
And so incredibly strong. He's just bench pressing these guards away. He's been very, very good.
So yeah, he's to be able to have the versatility, the fact that, fans are like, oh, let's go ahead and try this. We don't have Jalen Carter, which is even better news too, because I would say, hey, don't rush Jalen Carter back. Much like it's the same instance of Fred Johnson. Let's make sure, let's get the guys completely healthy. There's no sense in hurrying this thing up and speeding it along to a possibility of a re-injury, or they're like, well, they're fighting through it. Like, get them healthy, get them right. And you see even more so with BG, there's absolutely not a reason to rush Jalen Carter back. Get him as close to 100% as possible.
I'm going to go use the restroom if that's good. Yep.
You're good. You're a beat. The definition with the 2. I kept spirits up in my area all week. Go Birds. There you go. You're a real one for that. Everybody out there spreading some positivity, or even just hope. You don't have to be, like idiotic about it. Like, yeah, okay, we've been struggling, some frustration, but you're just not completely giving up hope. And I can appreciate that. Jim with a 2, considering the Birds are out injured. Considering the Birds out injured. Yes, the ones that are outstanding. 100%. Getting the job done. About as optimistic as we could be, having seen that half. That is Eagles football. That first half. They've had some explosive plays. It's not like it's totally mundane and no aggression, no taking shots. Let's not turn the football over, but 3 and outs and everything there. They played well. Heck, the stats on, what is it? 3rd down, 4 for 6. As Thomas said a second ago, as far as the penalties, the Eagles only have one for 15 yards. It's the personal foul or the unnecessary roughness from Cooper DeJean. That one you could even argue was, maybe it would have been a holding if they hadn't called that. So it'd be like 1 for 5. But yeah, not penalized much at all. They're playing a cleaner game. Hurts has been sacked 1 time for 4 yards. Not terrible there. Running game can't get going. It's kind of a continual. 23 rushes for 75 yards, 3.3 per rush. Again, Raiders are good against the rush. They're good at defending it, but still, running game hasn't shown up. Bigsby, though, inserted into the game. Couple different runs. He's got 3 for 14, 4.7 per carry. You like to see that. Saquon with 15 carries for 34 yards is not exactly what we would hope for. But that part, I think, out of everything else, a lot of things look differently. That's probably the one that you look at and go, yeah, well, that's kind of the same that we've seen. And it ultimately comes down to the offensive line there. But again, we will take it overall. Blake with a 10 bomb. There we go. Appreciate that. The fact that we are wasting Braden Mann's prime this year is absolutely sickening as a complete diehard Birds fan psychopath who hates the Cowboys more than ISIS. Wow. So many things from that comment there. So many things. I guess we're wasting it, with Braden Mann's year. I like the sarcasm on that. If this offense can't keep playing like this, though, and I know the competition will be better, right? So it won't be as successful. You just trying to think realistically about it. It probably would not be as successful, but if they could just play up to half of this, then you say, okay, well, hey, they're like an average offense now. They're not the worst in the league or one of the worst in the league. They'd be an average offense. And then look at this defense. I mean, you go down the line. It doesn't matter what quarterback they're playing, what team they're playing this year. They have just continued to make their life an absolute living hell. And I mean, outside of Dallas, and their opportunity there, Chicago ran all over him, but we've talked about it as well. Jalen Carter being banged up and injured was a huge factor to that. So, you just look at Jordan Love, terrible day. Jared Goff, awful. Caleb Williams himself did not play well percentage-wise. Justin Herbert, terrible. Worst, I think, completion percentage in his entire career on a game. The fact that the Chargers still won that in 7 sacks is infuriating, but, we've moved on beyond that. So, defense is Super Bowl caliber. There's no question. Casey with a 10 bomb, looking good. Let's keep it up. Love you guys. Go Birds. Curious how Grant can't block Terra is looking so far. He was in the Goddard touchdown. Let's keep this balance going. Whoever's calling plays. 100. Keep it there. Keep the balance going. Can't block Terra. Still can't block. That's not a change. He just doesn't need to play as much. And the Eagles have gone more 11 personnel. If you've been watching the game, keeping track, they have refrained some from putting can't block Terra out there. So, yeah, it's small wins. It's small things. Rock with a 2. As great as the offense has looked, no A.J. Brown. That is true. A.J. does not have a single target in this game. But the offense has looked good. It's a give and take. Like, he has some good games. I know that you could point to it and go, well, hey, look, when A.J. has good games, they've lost. It's true. A lot of good games recently, and they've lost those games. I don't think that that's the correlation as much. If you force feed it too much, sure. I just think that it's like, okay, there's going to be games where AJ gets his, and there's going to be other games where teams come in and say, hey, we're going to double team, bracket, do everything we can to force and make sure that you can't throw to AJ Brown, because the assumption might be like, hey, if you take him out of the picture, then this offense isn't going to function. You go to other guys. You see Smitty having a game, 2 for 50. Goddard, 3 for 30 and a touchdown. He should have 2. But I'm not concerned. If they were to come off and win this game and see what's said in the locker room, then, I guess it could be a whole nother story. But ultimately, if they win and they look like this, because before you go, well, they won, but they're flawed. If they win and they look like this, there's not near as much concern. Derek with a 5. Now Patullo and Sirianni needs to stay aggressive in the second half. No taking the foot off the gas. Thanks, guys. Go Birds. Spot on with that one. Oh, man. Do not get cute. Do not get conservative. Do not say we're shutting this thing down now, boys. We got a 3-possession game here, so we're just going to run the football and
no.
time off the clock. No, stay aggressive. Do what you did in the first half.
Totally agree. We said it pregame. I said it all week long. This is not a must-win. This is a must-win and look good. 17-point victory is perfect, but let's get some more points here in the second half. People are going to be very upset, Josh, if they do nothing in the second half, even if they were to win 17-0. So
completely, yes.
I am all in on make it look as good as humanly possible, pedal to the metal, and then you could bring in a backup quarterback if you get a big enough lead. But let's not worry about that right now.
Yeah, you got time. Enigma with a 5. If you think about it, we should have been up, 24-0 at the half, but I'll take the 17-0. Crosses every finger known to man with that comment, yes. Marquise with a 1. Did not see a comment there. We do appreciate the support, though. Casey with a 5 also. Someone must have made a deal with the devil. You can only win if A.J. Brown doesn't get targeted in the first half.
Sure seems that way, yeah. If A.J. Brown has a bad game, Philadelphia's offense is doing something right. That's for sure.
It's sad, really, because my fantasy team started to win and the Birds started to lose. And now my fantasy team is in a really bad way and the Eagles are winning. So... Yep. If I have to sacrifice my fantasy team for the Eagles to win, I think so. I'll gladly do it. That's fine.
Oh, man. All right. Still on commercial, but they're about to come back here. So we're going to get ready to go.
Couple more likes. Get over 1,000 between the streams. If people want to drop a like real quick, appreciate that.
Yep. We appreciate that for sure.
Let's see, got a couple scores around the league. I think I can share the screen, I believe. Let's make sure I can get that up. If people can see this. It's depending on what device you're watching on. You might have to squint, but just for your most up-to-date scores.
There you go.
Patriots 24. They're just putting it on. 24-7. I mean, the Bills did score at least, so they're on the board. But 24-7 at halftime, 14-0. Bears beating the Browns. Caleb Williams actually, usually completion percentage had not been great. Having a good game, 12 for 18, 190 and a touchdown.
There you go.
Baltimore up 14-0 on the Bengals. Joe Burrow contemplates retirement. I'm just kidding. It's not. But his comments were weird. That was a little strange press conference. But,
he's been sacked a few times today.
Yeah, yep. Chiefs up 13-3 on the Chargers. Commanders beating the Giants 19-7. And Jaguars up 24-10 on the Jets, as well as the Texans blowing out the Cardinals 23-7 right before the half.
Yeah, not a lot of close games. And not one here in Philadelphia as they come back from the halftime break. They're about to kick this one away, which is what we wanted. Yes, let's keep the pedal to the metal here. All right, here we go. Philadelphia obviously won the toss or lost the coin toss, so they've received, and obviously that means they're kicking it off here to start the third quarter. The Raider offense has done very little in the second quarter, and we'll see if that continues. Kick away, returnable from the 5. Raiders the 10, 15, 20, coming down the left side, makes one man miss, and then runs into a bunch of Eagles, including Keely Ringo. I think across the 35, though, that's a good return, and that's where Kenny Pickett will start things off.
All right, there we go. Josh with a 5 as we're about to get it going. Says for those just saying it's just the Raiders in 2023 who lost to a 3-12 team who was playing for nothing. It's perspective,
Cardinals.
folks, which is true. Yes,
100%.
11 same spread for that game as well.
And that's why they're different than this year than 2023 because Eagle defense gave up like 37 in that game to a 3-win Cardinal team. So offense scored 31. The defense had some problems there. Here we go. All right. Raiders from the 36, play action, Pickett. He steps up in a crowded pocket and throws it into the dirt. Genty tried to pull it up off the ground. I don't think he did. No, incomplete. So Pickett now 10 for 18 for 55 yards. And those of us wondering if it would look better with Pickett in there versus Geno Smith. Not been the case. 2nd and 10.
I think that was Jordan Davis getting a hand on it again. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he got a piece of that football.
It's been the case. They've had a lot of tip balls at the line of scrimmage this year, and Pickett's not a very big guy, so a couple more happening today. 2nd and 10, line to gain the Raider 46. Pickett takes a shotgun snap. They're going to give Genty to the left side, and he's going to run forward. Breaks a tackle, and Ashton Genty's got a nice gain. Still going for 12. Wow. Genty got hit at about, a 2-yard gain, and somehow turned that into a 12-yard gain. That's the best offense the Raiders have had all day long. First down for Las Vegas.
Yeah, he had no business getting that. Like you said,
I know.
He's got at least 2, maybe 3 Eagles who are trying to grab him, and he is able to kind of shake it off and get pushed forward.
Wow. All right, first down up to the 47. That's a 12-yard gain for Ashton Genty. He's got 6 carries for 26 yards. Now they'll throw. Pickett looking left. Now dumps off underneath. Caught by Genty at the 50. Tries to stiff arm his way out of a tackle. Does not. Reed Blankenship plants him. It's a gain of about 4. We'll call it 2nd and 6, but a pretty good opening drive here in the third quarter brewing for Las Vegas, down 17.
All right, here we go, defense.
They gave him 3, so it's 2nd and 7, not 2nd and 6. 13:39 to go here, third quarter, opening drive for either team. Raiders in their white and silver uniform, silver hats, working left to right at the Bird 50. Second drive all day, they've gotten to the Eagle side of the football field. Pickett in the gun, takes the snap. They're going to go play action throw. Bowers caught. Tries to get a first down and does as he kind of rides Reed Blankenship across the line to gain. And that'll be another first down pitch and catch from Kenny Pickett, who's heated up a little bit here on this first drive of the third quarter. A first down in Eagle territory.
Yeah, Vegas getting a little desperate, trying to move the football, get into range. Defense has had their number all day, but as you said, kind of a best drive, obviously, at any point so far.
12 for 20, 68 yards is Kenny Pickett. He'll line up in the gun from the 41. Pickett takes the snap. They're going to give Genty up the middle, and he's going to get hit and brought down for a gain of 5. Jordan Davis and Bryce Young, the hero last week, at least for portions of that game. First man there, 2nd down and 5.
Shout out Brandon with 5 more. I bought my Foles jersey when he threw 7 touchdowns in 3 quarters against the Raiders. It can happen again today for Hurts. So
I remember that game. Yep. I mean, Hurts still,
a good one.
Still got a long ways to go, but yeah, that was a fun one. I think that jersey's still in Canton as Foles tied the most passing touchdowns with a couple of guys with 7 NFL history. 2nd and 6. They're going to go under center play action. Pickett rolls to his right, now dumps off underneath Bowers, and he is not going to get out of a Cooper DeJean foot tackle there. Boy, Pickett took a shot from Jalen Phillips, too. He gets up, He's okay, but 3rd down and 3 upcoming after the dump off underneath to Brock Bowers.
That's such a good tackle, too, by Cooper DeJean. You said it there. A lot of times you see Brock Bowers be able to shake that off, break the tackle. One of the most sure tacklers on the team, DeJean, able to wrap him up, and that is a huge potential stop because here you are in kind of no man's land. You figure with him down 3 possessions anyway, the kicking game is not really, especially from this range, it's probably 4-down territory.
3rd and 3, Pickett in the gun. Mostert in as the running back. Pickett to throw. Looking left. Pumps, fires. That's going to be picked. He threw it right to Zach Bond. Oh, he plucked it out of the sky. He was guarding Brock Bowers. And there's your first turnover of the day. It's the all-pro Zach Bond, and Philadelphia's got yet another pick. How about that?
Come on now. Interception. And it had to be Zach Bond, right? It had to be, because in the press conferences before the game, they're asking Bond about Kenny Pickett. He's like, yeah, we look forward to Kenny. Like, we know Kenny. We appreciate him. Obviously, he was here last year, but we know what he can and can't do. And for Zach Bond to be the guy to come up with the interception.
Yeah, right.
Let's go.
We will take it. A Kenny Pickett interception, and that drive, which was looking good, has stalled. And Philadelphia's offense will come back out. Okay, we will take it. Very exciting. Very exciting.
Keep building. Man. Build on that momentum.
Keep building. 100%.
TC with a 5 said this a second ago, but it very much applies. Let's keep it positive and push on.
Yep. Let's keep it positive and push on. I like it.
Now the offense is just, they gotta respond, right? You make some adjustments. You see what you like at halftime. This is where a lot of times in the past, it doesn't exactly live up. We get a little irritated with Kevin Patullo, what the offense is dialed up, but maybe there's a change here. So they keep doing what they did from the first half. Casey with a 2. The bald eagle strikes again, and he does pick up the interception.
You make a good point, though, Josh. This would be a great time for Philadelphia to shake the, we can't put together 4 quarters of good offense blues and give you a good drive here in quarter 3 after their defense got a nice turnover.
We really need it. Badly.
Badly.
For all the vibes, even though we are positive from what we've seen so far, like, you really want to see something there. Like, just don't.
It'd be nice.
Don't get cute. Don't get ultra conservative. Don't have the same type of issues that we've seen way, way too many times.
I'm right there with you. Yep. We're going to find out. Oh, man. Come on, guys. What do you got? Commercial break, by the way, for those wondering. Check out some scores here. A couple teams, I think, just scored as I keep an eye on Red Zone off the corner of my eye here. Mm-hmm. Bears 14-0. Ravens 14-0. Chargers score right at the end of half. Good pass touchdown there from Justin Herbert. They're down 13-10 on the road against the Chiefs. The Bills have marched into the red zone here. They got a 1st and goal from the 6. So it'll be 2nd down and goal, but they're in a hole, 24-7. Commanders at halftime, 22-7. 2 Jackson Dart interceptions. The Jaguars have dropped 30 as Trevor Lawrence has thrown his 3rd passing touchdown, this time to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. It's 30-10 over the tanking Jets. And the Cardinals and Texans are now at the half, 23-7. Looks like it was Houston, obviously, with the lead. Okay, coming back from commercial break, showing us the Zach Bond pick one more time. I don't know why he threw that, Josh. That seemed a little too a little too easy for Zach Bond.
Just stare it down. I mean, I know it's your favorite target there, but he's expecting like Bond to just not go that direction. I guess that's a good read from Bond.
Yeah, I don't know. We will take it. Okay, 1st and 10 Philadelphia. First drive for them, quarter 3, following the Zach Bond interception. Jalen Hurts opened that first half, 7 for 10, 94 yards, 1 touchdown through the air. Should have been another. Dropped by Dallas Goedert, but it's overall a very efficient and clean game by number 1. Ball at the Eagle 27. Hurts goes under center. Barkley the lone setback. They go deep drop play action. Hurts steps up, rolls to his left, still rolling. Now he's going to fire, and that's wide open. Dallas Goedert to the 50. Goedert wide open to 45-40. Lowers the shoulder to the 41. And it has been the Dallas Goedert show today, Josh, and he's been wide open a lot more than we've seen all season. That's a big gainer for 25.
Trying to make sure there was not a flag because there was somebody asking for it in the backfield as Jalen got pressured, but does not appear that there is. And you're right. Goedert, not a guy within 10, 15 yards of it. He's just wide open. Jalen with a play. But again, if we go back to credit on the play calling here, because first down play action under center is something we don't see a lot, but it's the most efficient play in the NFL. So absolutely run that thing.
35-yard gain up to the 41 of the Raiders. Instant change of field position. Now they go run, and that's going to be a loss of 2 to Saquon Barkley, as that was a missed block up front. As there's Thomas Booker, the ex-Eagle, traded him away for Jacorian Bennett. That seemed like a loss of a trade, as Booker's been fantastic this season. But it's good to see him actually starting and playing well for another football team after being way down the depth chart for Philadelphia. But a good tackle there by Booker, loss of 2.
Yep, long down and distance, but shout out T-Book.
Philadelphia, 83% completion percentage versus the zone today. Jalen Hurts been fantastic. Really good. 2nd and 12. Hurts over 126 yards, 8 of 11. Raiders showing pressure. They back out. Hurts will throw. Quick drop underneath. Caught Dallas Goedert. That's going to be a nice gain for 7 in front of the ex-Eagle, Devin White. And so a 3rd down, we'll call it Is it going to be 8 or is it going to be less than that? I got to see where they put that forward progress. It's going to be 3rd and 8. Okay, so didn't get as much as I thought. Only got 4. See if Philadelphia can do that. Not quite in field goal range here, Josh. I'd be interested to see what the play call is if they want to go for a 4th down look if they can't convert. Let's see. 3rd and 8. Barkley to the right of Hurts in the gun. Dotson at the very top with Smitty slot to the far side. Goddard and A.J. Brown, the other receivers. Raiders loading the box. Now they back out. Hurts will throw. Slant. A.J. Brown caught. First down. There's A.J. Brown's first catch of the day. And that is exactly what we saw a lot of the last 3 weeks. A 15-yard strike to number 11 on a slant. His first catch. And Mr. Always Open has Philadelphia's drive extended here. What a beautiful route there on Porter. Just crossed right across his face to the 25.
Too easy. It's when you need the answer. That's what we always say. It's like, okay, you need 7, 8 yards, somewhere in that range. It feels like the automatic play is A.J. Brown slant route, especially if they're going to match up like the Raiders did there. You take advantage every time.
First catch, first target. That's been the story of the Eagles season. When A.J.'s not played well, Philadelphia has. Pistol formation. They're going to run it to Saquon, trying to get around the edge to the right, cuts up the field, spins through a couple of players, and down at about the 17-yard line. That'll be a 7-yard gain. And a nice play there on first down. And like we keep mentioning, Josh, positive first down plays have been the story of the day. They have done a very good job not being stuck with 3rd and long. 2nd down and 3.
All of this is new to us. We're experiencing this together of sequencing, good play calling, much better execution, and very little penalties. I mean, we don't want to jinx anything here, obviously, but like everything from the offense has been what we have not seen for weeks.
They go toss to the left to Saquon on 2nd and 4, and he's going to be about 2 yards short as he tried to run behind Tyler Steen and got upended by a couple of Raiders there. So here's another 3rd down. We'll call it 3rd and 2.
All right, come on. This has got to be automatic. We don't settle for field goals. Do not do this.
Don't
Get
do it.
The first down here.
It's the largest halftime shutout lead at home under Nick Sirianni. 3rd and 2, they run Saquon, and he's got a first down and more. Saquon to the 10, and that's a big 10-yard run there, but a flag did come in. I thought I saw one, and that's going to be, as you just mentioned, Josh, you might have jinxed it. We hadn't had a lot of these so far today, and it's a hold on Philadelphia's offense. They got Tyler Steen. That's the usual suspect.
All right, I'll take the blame on that one.
I think so.
I think so. Curse.
All right, back them up. So it was 3rd and 2, so now we'll call it 3rd and 12. And let's see if Steen was, in fact, holding. And, yeah, that's a hold, and that's what sprung it. So good call.
Man, that's tough.
Yeah, that was a good run. All right, 3rd and 2 becomes 3rd and 12. That's a lot more like the Philadelphia Eagles of this season. Let's see if they can convert. They've been fantastic on 3rd down so far today. 7:01 to go, 3rd quarter. Philadelphia up 17-0. They're going to empty them out. Shell coverage on the back end by the Raiders. If they can get a chunk here, they might go for it on 4th down. We'll see. Hurts is going to go design quarterback run. Not a surprise there. Gets around one man to the 20. Jalen Hurts. Oh, he's got a first down. Wow.
Yes, sir. He
that
did
is
it.
a really good run.
Come
Spinning
on.
through one player and toe tapping along the sideline right in front of the camera. That's a 12-yard run from number 1. What a play. You knew it was coming, too.
Let's go, baby. This is the thing, right? We don't see that. We have not seen that very often at all. The fact that Jalen stays in there, picks up some good blocking as well from some of the receivers on that play, and then able to tiptoe first down. Oh, that's huge.
Amazing what happens when number 1 runs with his legs. 10 of 13, a $144 through the air. He's over 40 yards on the ground. 1st and 10 from the Raider 14. Toss right, Saquon Barkley. Blockers in front. Gets around the edge. There goes Saquon Barkley, and he's going to be right at the line to gain. I think he got 9. We'll see where they spot him, but it's going to be 2nd down and not very long as the Bird offense marches its way back into an almost goal-to-goal situation. He's 2 yards short, so an 8-yard run on 1st down. Wow.
Okay.
Cannot complain,
This is what
Josh.
we want.
Cannot
This is what
complain.
we want. Yep.
It's just working today. It's just working.
They are, and then it just starts opening up everything else. Like, this is the beauty of it.
Good block by Dallas
Come
Goedert
on.
to seal Jeremy Chin off the edge. 2nd and 2. They can get a first down at the Raider 4. Hurts under center. AJ the only receiver. Jalen takes the snap. They're going to give to Saquon Barkley. He's going to kind of bounce forward. I think he got the first down. Crosby driving down right at the line to gain. I think he got it. That's a 1st and goal. All right. They've gone field goal, touchdown, and a touchdown in this area. And they should have had 3 touchdowns, really. So we'll see if they can get another one to make it 24-0. That would be very fun.
Come on, baby. Keep it up here. Saquon's getting the workload. He's not picking up a whole lot of yards. It's been a little more effective in this one, but there's no shy part of actually just giving him the football. It's 20 carries for 50 yards.
Here we go. 1st and goal. 31st play upcoming in Raider territory from the 4. Hurts takes the snap, pop pass. Dallas Goedert gets around the edge, walks in untouched.
Let's
he
go.
He could have had a hat trick, Josh, if he didn't drop that second touchdown.
Yeah, you're right.
But he's got 2 receiving touchdowns on the day, and there's another very good drive by Philadelphia. Their offense is humming right now. My goodness, 23-0.
Come on.
How about that?
Exactly what we needed. They just continue to do it in the red zone, best in the goal to go, but it's the in-between part. It's the 20s in between that. We've not been able to find any sort of sequencing, any sort of confidence. The momentum builder, like you cannot overstate, the momentum builder, the confidence, what this does for the psyche of this offense to go, hey, here's some play calls that work. Hey, here's some a little bit of execution we could build off this.
Unbelievable.
And you put it there on film. Oh, you got to love it.
When was the last time you felt this good about the Eagle offense, Josh? 24-0, extra point is good. Dallas Goedert has been the man today as we play the fight song for the 3rd time.
Woo!
And we're not even 4 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter?
Could we score 30? Dare we? Dare we score 30 in this game? Are you serious? I mean, I was watching the I think it was the Falcons game the other night, and it was like whoever was, I think the Bucks had 28, and it was like early in the 4th quarter. I was like, man, how cool it would be to have 28 points and like a whole other quarter to play. You know, it's like,
I know.
Capitalized so far. EAGLES, Eagles. Hit the like button for us. We had almost 4,000 people in here, only like 1,200 likes between the streams. So, you know, we got positive vibes. Drop a like for that. 5 with 2. Jalen Hurts doing way better than against LA. That he has.
Yeah, he has. Very efficient.
On time.
They just executed.
In rhythm.
It's so much easier when it's not 3rd and 12 every single time. It's not 2nd down and 13. They're just, I don't know. It's just easy, which is nice.
Yeah. Brian with a 5 also. Appreciate it. Brian says, the way the Bills are playing, can the Birds run the table and close out the season? I'd say it's absolutely possible.
Absolutely possible, for sure. For sure it's possible. And they don't even technically need to. They go 3 of their last 4.
Yeah.
They'll probably be the 2 seed with the way the Packers schedule is looking. They go 4-0. Again, long way to go. Let's not jinx it. But if they win their next 3 and today, make it 4-0, they're probably the 2, and it could be the 1. It really could, because they have the tiebreaker over the Rams.
Win this one today and then become very big fans of the Broncos. Of Tells and Lies with a 2. Breed on MFing 1.
There you go. Breed of, but yes.
I think they're
yes.
Maybe it's a typo for them. It's a
probably
they said breed on, but breed of
probably so.
MFing 1.
Breed of. Yeah.
Oh, how great it is.
Man,
we knew they could
good.
do this. I mean, I was watching clips of Tom Brady, talk about Jalen Hurts because all the discourse of Hurts and you got to bench him and, people saying like, oh, Tanner's going to be the answer and all this stuff. It's like, no, you get the right play calling. You have him on rhythm. Even Tom Brady is saying this offense with Jalen Hurts is unstoppable. It's just when he plays on rhythm and when the offense allows him to do that. And I can't, we'd have to go back and, count it from the film and the breakdowns and everything else. But you cannot negate or cannot downplay the fact of how many times it's under center play action. And you see it work for the run game when they're running from under center, but under center play action, and then Hurts looking down the field. It's no wonder Goddard's been wide open so many times. And then all of a sudden you get the defense to creep up, right? Because then there's those openings, and then you see the deep shot to DeVonta Smith. AJ starting to get involved here, but the offense has been so good.
All right, kickoff is returnable to the 33. Good tackle there by Kylan Granson. Been pretty good on kick coverage, but drop a like down below. We keep saying it. 3,700 people watching between both streams. Philadelphia's got a 24-0 lead. I'm all for a shutout today, Josh. I don't want to get too greedy here, but wouldn't mind a nice shutout. We'll see.
Oh, yeah, not at all. Jack Dwyer with the 8 bomb there. Didn't see a comment, Jack. We do appreciate the support. Thank you for
in
that.
honor of Adoree Jackson playing fantastic, I think.
Hey, okay. We'll take it. Spec with a 5 when we get back to it. Some people are going to get their wish and see McKee play today. They might. They might.
Here's a first down run to Genty. He goes nowhere. Right into the waiting arms of Jordan Davis. Yeah, there's a couple of people at a certain radio station I think would love to see Tanner McKee play today. And if this keeps going, they might get the wish.
Yep. Not exactly how they drew it up, but they might.
No,
they might get their wish.
There's some takes this week by the Philadelphia media. That was pretty crazy.
Gosh.
Jalen Hurts has not earned the right to start this week. That was something that I heard, or he barely earned the right to start. Just some crazy stuff today, this week, but that's how it goes. 2nd and 9, following the 1-yard Genty run. Line to gain is the 42. They're going to go keeper Pickett, and he's going to stiff arm Jahad Campbell, but still lose yards. Jokes Hunt cleaned it up.
Oof. Oh boy.
Loss of 1.
Yep.
3rd and 10.
Poncho with a 5, as we get this third down here in a second, says, for as bad as KP has been as offensive coordinator, can we invent a red zone only special assistant role for him next year? Should we remove him in the offseason?
I think that might be the super chat of the day. Yeah, they're good in the red zone. Hey, those little pop passes are hard to defend, and he's figured it out.
Yeah.
Really good.
I mean, taking advantage of 100%, taking advantage of Dallas Goedert better than any other offensive coordinator has. He has all sorts of creativity there.
For sure. All right, here we go. 3rd and 10. Pickett takes the snap. He's going to throw. Pressure comes. He's going to get hit and sacked. Nolan Smith's got him.
Let's go!
That's sack number 4. There's Nolan Smith. Rolls the dice. Jalen Hunt got there first. No one cleaned it up. And Philadelphia's, oh, man, all cylinders are firing right now. Let's go.
We are feeling in a good way. Oh, yeah. My guy finishing it up with a sack. Nolan actually second in the NFL in pressures, just bull rushes his guy and pushes him completely to the ground, taking advantage of DJ Glaze is a good name. He's not a great player.
Yeah, well, 4th and 20, so a 10-yard loss. Lost in all of the drama for Philadelphia as that punt picked up off the ground in a way. Finish my thought here after Covey returns this one. It's going to go out of bounds. That's a bad punt. Philly's going to have a really good field position. Lost in all the haze of 3 straight losses, Josh. Philadelphia defensive line, it's been one of the best units in the National Football League over this 3-game losing streak. They have been fantastic. 7 last week. They got 4 so far today with 2:43 to go in the third quarter. More potentially coming. Yep.
And you're right. Like what you're talking about, Thomas, it's totally lost in the fact because you're not, and it doesn't even necessarily go for just sacks, right? Like that certainly a point proven. But I think too many times people just go off of the sack numbers, and you also look at, okay, well, are they getting the pressure? And are teams still torching you passing yards? We know teams can't throw on the Eagles. Like it has not happened. It's been many, many, many weeks, and there's a reason that the Eagles have the lowest completion percentage allowed against opposing quarterbacks. But now you're starting to see the pressure rate crank up. And what I was saying a second ago is Nolan Smith, since he came back from the IR stint where they're trying to get him healthier, his pressure rate is second in the NFL. Only to Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons, 25%. Nolan Smith, 24%. Yep. And when you look at before, though, you go, okay, comparison-wise, Nolan had 11% pressure rate before he went on the IR. He was playing with one arm. You could see the night and day difference. Now it's like, okay, he's getting a little bit more snaps, so he's getting healthier. He's getting confident. And as you say, the defensive line, they're growing with that confidence as well. They're playing more dangerously. Jalen Hunt, Jalen Phillips, you look at across the board, the Eagles between Nolan Smith, Jalen Hunt, and Jalen Phillips have 3 of like the top 20 guys in pressure rates since week 10, since the Eagles bye week. So, you know, you look at it and like we didn't ever really have to stretch or strain very hard to find optimism on the defensive side. It was really just the offense. But if they can do this, the way this team is built, I mean, you get a lead like this, you have an offense who can keep the defense somewhat rested and not be like, hey, 3 and out again. It's going to be a very, very dangerous component for any team to deal with.
Just having fun today, Josh. Stress-free. No blood pressure meds needed today for us, huh?
It's we're feeling pretty good about it so far. Blake with a 5. This one's pretty good. I thought Devin White was bagging groceries at HEB. I'm glad we are beating the piss out of the WNBA team and the Raiders.
He's been good this year. He really has been good this year.
He's actually really good tackle, one of the tackle leaders. I guess he's getting some good opportunities because the Raiders are not good, but still, he's gotten a lot of tackles. Jack with the 8. 8 more. Sorry, forgot to mention are on the last one, but we're finally smashing think there's some typos here. Finally smashing a team that we should be. Oh, yeah. That
Yes,
we should be. Go
that
Birds.
sounds right. Yep. I totally agree. Now let's see if we can get to the 30. The magic 30 number, Josh. It's there for the taking. Birds take over from the 40 after that really bad punt. Saquon the lone setback, back under center on first down. Been positive so far. Jalen takes the snap, almost slips and falls, gets it to Saquon Barkley. Stiff arms a man still running. Saquon for a first down to the 50. Rumbles forward, and that's going to be a 17-yard gain by number 26. And that play had disaster spelled because Jalen tripped, I think, on an offensive lineman's leg. Still got it to Saquon Barkley, and wow, big gainer for 17.
So good. Again, like you said, it was almost a play that results in a loss or maybe even something worse than that. Staying on his feet, gets it to Saquon. And these are the moments, too. You can start leaning on the opposing defense. The Raiders are good against stopping the run typically, but these are the moments in the games where, you got a 3-possession game up by 20-plus points. Eventually, a team kind of gives in, and this could be one of those moments.
Barkley tries to get around the edge again. Stiff arms, he does. Saquon Barkley free. He's got a first down.
Go,
thrown
baby,
out of
go.
bounds for a gain of 12.
Yeah.
And he's going to allow a little break as he signals to the sideline and gets Bigsby in there. And, man, this is the Eagle offense that has not existed all season. This is even better than their best game of the year, which was the Giant game. Holy cow, it's looked good. 12-yard run right after a 17-yard strike by the legs of Saquon Barkley. Another first down.
Love that play call, too. And I think Landon's starting to get healthier as well on both plays here. He makes a really impactful block. The first one earlier was the pull. We hadn't seen Landon Dickerson pull much, especially early in the season, coming off of that meniscus injury that he had. So if this offensive line can get healthy, stay healthy, it's a complete difference.
Here's Tank Bigsby rumbling forward. Boy, I thought he was going to get 2. Turns out he got 5. Crossed the 30 to about the 26-yard line, so second down and 5. Saquon Barkley, his last, I think 3 games, he's gotten 4 20-plus yard runs, and today he's got another one a couple of runs ago. It actually was more than 17. It was 20. So 10 on the season so far. Or I should say, 5 on the season so far. 10 all of last season. He's starting to pick it up. Second and 4.
That it is. Shout out Cameron Latu as well. Played multiple roles and multiple snaps here, but picking up some big-time blocks for Saquon on those.
Hurts in the gun from the 27. Takes the snap. They're going to go, RPO. He's going to keep it, and he slides down. Big hit by Devin White. That was scary. And Hurts is he able to get up? He's slow. Looks like he does. I thought he got hit late there, but he lost a yard. And Hurts is subtly jogging back. Ooh, don't like seeing that.
With his knee, something. He's limping a little.
And they're going to let this run out the third quarter. That looks very similar to the divisional round limp against the Rams as he very gingerly walks off the field. We end quarter 3. All right, well, Tanner McKee takes his jacket off. We'll keep an eye here.
It did look like he had more room to go there, and then he...
It did. Kind of just fell forward.
Okay, hopefully he's all right. Those are the types of things that we do not want to see, ever. But David with a 2. Thomas did that duty.
I did not, but I know people think I do at halftime. No, I was checking out my baby who's crying right now. I hear her in the background. She is not enjoying the Eagle game. She's had a rough afternoon, so hopefully she settles down a little bit. But
he was on
little restless today.
Dad duty. Jeff McClain sharing. Yeah, it looks like Hurts is okay, but his leg bent awkwardly. Knee bent awkwardly on the last play. So there's always the risk. I mean, dual threat, but you have to keep the defense honest. Like that. That's what it has to be. I mean, yeah, you can say you're playing with fire, but if the defense has the thought that there's going to be more of Jalen Hurts running, that's why the offense can play so effectively. If it's one-dimensional or you can't do it at all, then, yeah, it just takes it away. Brian with a 5, has it been bad play calling or has the timing just been off all season?
Both. I think it's both. But execution today is definitely something. I mean, that we've said that all year. It's not just bad play calling, it's poor execution. They don't run the football well, and they finally are starting to run the football well, and there's only been 1 holding penalty, no false starts. It's been beautiful. It really has been.
And night and day operation. AFK with a 2. Didn't see that. We appreciate the support as always. Let's see. Oh, wait, I think there's another one. Chris, I'll get to yours, but it was a follow-up from AFK. Oh, just joined the channel. Huge fan. Go Birds. Go Birds.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Yes. Go Birds. Welcome in.
Heck yeah. The Christopher Michael with the 5. Good to see the offense actually move the ball and score, but it is the Raiders. I have no confidence in the offense.
We're not saying that anymore
because they haven't all year. So there's the
We said
pessimism creeping back in. So.
We said it at the beginning of the show.
Sorry,
we would only
Chris.
say it's just the Raiders once, and now we can't say it again, guys. Come on.
Save it for another week. Sorry,
Yes.
the offense is doing it today, so that means they can do it. I don't care who it's against. Showing that play of Jalen's knee.
Don't like it.
Yeah.
Don't like it. Yeah, it definitely.
I mean,
hurts,
you've seen a lot worse, so you wonder what it is. But he's testing
trying to
it
work
out a little
on the
bit.
sideline. He stays in the game.
His leg kind of got rolled up under him, and then some weight put on it. That's one of those that you just you hope it's at worst. I mean, if he's feeling some pain there, some sort of a slight tweak like a strain, but he's back out.
Here we go. 3rd and 5. Line to gain to 22. Hurts will throw. Drops back. Steps up. Fires across the middle. Got it! A.J. Brown touchdown.
Yes!
Bang! 28 yards. That was an absolute rope from Jalen Hurts to A.J. Brown. What a throw. Holy cow. How about this offense?
Let's go, baby.
What
oh, my
a
gosh.
throw.
Are you kidding me? And hey, now you say complimentary game in all phases because people are like, hey, where's A.J. Brown, right? He didn't really get involved. Everybody else played their part, but not A.J. Brown. Well, there's A.J. You sleep on everything else. That is incredible, though. And also, we'd ask this other point, too. Thomas, where was A.J. Brown lined up on that play?
It's in the slot.
And we don't see that ever. He had been the lowest percentage of a receiver in the NFL out of the ones of certain metric that qualifies, like I think 200 or 300 snaps. But out of the whole collection there, the lowest to play the slot. You move him into the slot. Love that play call. Confuse the defense because they don't see it very often. And you throw over the middle of the field to A.J. Brown on the post. Like perfection, beauty for everything there. And we just did it somehow. 31 points. Is that right? 31 points?
I'm squinting. I'm trying to double check, but yeah, it's 31 points.
Oh, man. Oh, my gosh. And we got another quarter to go.
And we've another quarter to look. The Philly radio hosts are going to get their wish. Tanner McKee should probably play in the 4th quarter today. I think so.
Oh, yes. 100%. Like, Tanner, Tank should get several more carries. Put some other guys out there. Let them get a run.
For sure. Man, this has been fun.
Oh, man. Here we go. EAGLES, Eagles.
Come on.
That's more like it.
Man, it's been good. Let's go.
That is a whole lot more like it. Hit the like button for us, though. We don't have 1,500 people, or 1,500 likes. We don't even have 1,500. We got over 4,000 people between the streams. So drop a like. Eagles offense showing a ton of positivity, tons of things to like.
Tons
Execution,
of things, yep.
Operation, scheme, sequencing, attention to detail, not turning the ball over. It's about everything you could ask for. Viper with a 10. I know the game is not over. And AJ, this is perfect, actually. Hang on, let me go back. This was before what just happened. I know the game's not over, and AJ can still get his, but wins have come at the sacrifice of AJ. I don't know why he doesn't fall in line. They might start forcing it to him soon. That wasn't a force, but there's an AJ play. And so we got all of it. You kind of check every box there. We just, got all those other ones.
Unbelievable. What a day. What a day.
Boy, it is exactly what we needed, though, because before people would be like, hey, did AJ play a factor? Did he get his throws? Hey, 2 catches, 41 yards, a touchdown. All right. Looks like AJ made a pretty good impact.
Seems that way. Oh, man. How about this game? This is so nice. It's so nice.
We will certainly take it. That is for sure.
Yep. So Jalen has 3 passing touchdowns. He could have had 4 today. Could have had 4. He should have had 4.
He should have easily had 4, yeah. And Goddard should have 3 of them.
Caught. He should have 3, yep. And they still have a rushing touchdown from Saquon, too. I mean, it's all systems go on offense. Unbelievable. Look at the smiles on the sideline. It's a good day to be number 11 and number 6. As 14:54 to go in the 4th quarter. Philadelphia kicks this one away. Angled to the left, returnable from the 10. Raiders to 15-20, to the 30, and tracked down by Smile Munden. Really good special teamer for Philadelphia. And we go back to the touchdown pass here, and it was single high, man coverage, and they actually doubled AJ at the end, and he still threw it right in front of it. Really good throw here from Jalen Hurts.
Yep. I mean, it's just the middle of the field. They're not planning on it. They're going to keep it to the outside because it's the assumption that, typically the Eagles and Jalen Hurts is going to throw outside the numbers or around the numbers. Beats his man. Perfectly thrown ball. There's your score.
What can the Eagle defense do? Keep the shutout going as Pickett will throw. They're going to dump it off to... Oh, Genty got smacked in the backfield. Guess who? The missile to Kobe Dean for a loss of 5. That is...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness. This is fun. We got to just enjoy the final 15 minutes of this game, Josh. We have not had 4 quarters of fun all season long, and we're finally doing it here.
Yeah.
2nd and 16. A loss of 6. Nakobe Dean is incredible. All right, here we go.
It's what the defense really wanted to see as well. Remember Jordan Davis saying, I hope the offense goes out there. They do what we know what they can finally do. We're clicking, get everybody fired up, then start playing with some emotion, enjoying it. Yeah, it changes things.
They're going to go play action. Pickett throws a tunnel screen to Bowers, runs into his own man, and he lost a yard, and Nakobe Dean was there again. My goodness, a tackling machine. I know Nakobe Dean can't be a Pro Bowler because he didn't play enough this season. He's playing like a Pro Bowl linebacker. He's playing maybe even better than Zach Bond. And Bond's been great, especially today with the interception. Unbelievable how good 17 has been after a knee injury that some said you don't come back from. You just don't come back from. He's definitely come back, maybe even better. 3rd and 16 now.
Oh, my gosh. I mean,
3 for 10 on 3rd down.
Shout out Cooper DeJean on last play, though, too, because he's getting double-teamed on that block and fights through to be able to disrupt Bowers and create that loss.
Pickett throws left side, and that's going to be almost one-handed by the rookie, Besh.
Wow.
But first throw to Quinyon Mitchell all day. Q wanted offensive pass interference. He probably should have gotten it, but that's an incompletion and a very quick 3 and out. And wow. Yeah, they don't throw Q's way that often recently, Josh, and it never really gets converted. And what do you know? Didn't happen.
Nope, not going to have a lot of success there. Also, we'll give some credit to Jalix Hunt on that last play because he was in Kenny Pickett's face right as he threw it once again. I don't know how many pressures he's had, but we'll have you guys knowing that probably tomorrow over the next several days. But this pass rush, I mean, every phase of this defense, are you kidding me? Well, we're talking about 64 pass yards for Kenny Pickett. Total yards so far in the game, 66. We were into the fourth quarter.
Unbelievable. There's a penalty on the Cubby return and going to get an illegal block in the back. He got to the 31, but this is probably coming back, unfortunately. Yeah, I think it's Sidney Brown here, or maybe, it's Sidney Brown on a block in the back. It didn't need to do that. That was pretty... What is Sidney Brown doing, man? This is
Good gosh.
so obvious. It's so obvious. Oh, he just cannot help himself.
His best potential is a special teams player because he's athletic and he plays with passion and he can make some good hits. But even that, it's like the things that he does not surprise you. As we're seeing Tanner McKee warm up. Is this the official he's going in?
We're going to get a full quarter of Tanner McKee.
13 minutes? Are you serious?
Oh, my goodness. Here we go. Tanner McKee, and he comes in following a 4-touchdown day from Jalen Hurts. Unbelievable.
Let's go. Yeah, it looks like they're going to do that. No reason to risk it. I mean, why not? You got a 31-point lead. Your defense is playing as well as it has, and you got the confidence in them. Might as well. I will say again, this is one of those things of like, yeah, I see and know the comments are going to be continual. Oh yeah, it's just the Raiders. Fine, it is, but this is not a 2023 team because if it was, this game would have been close. Whether it's the offense just still can't do anything, whether it's the defense collapsing a little bit, whether it's just kind of the bickering and everything else, it's not. The Eagles did exactly what you wanted them to do and better than that. I mean, 31 points in basically 3 quarters, 21 first downs, 7 for 9 on 3rd down. They had 308 total yards. The defense allowed the Raiders to, so far, 66 yards. That's it. I know the Raiders are not good. They're terrible. We went over all that. But it's still one of those instances you have to go out and prove it. And if they didn't, then you would question, okay, they're lacking motivation. Are the vibes off? Is this team ready to quit? Are they frustrated and done? I think the answer is very obvious that no, they are not done at all. And this, you just wonder, what does this do? Build momentum? confidence booster for the squad. It's feeling pretty good. Nick with a 5. Yes, guys, keeping our defense healthy and rested like a normal team, and they can be almost unstoppable, and the offense if the line holds up.
Great point. Yeah, the Eagle defense has barely been on the field. And when they have been, I mean, the defensive line, the pressure has been out of this world. Great point. Yeah, I mean, this is what the Eagles, this is why Philadelphia, if they can just get into the playoffs with some momentum, healthy, and host a playoff game, and they look like they will. I mean, they're probably going to play at the Link. They are so darn scary on a cold day in Philadelphia, especially in January, with this defense. And if the offense looks even half as good as they have today, they can beat anybody. I mean, they can really start to get hot here. Raiders or not, this is exactly what we were all deep down in our hearts praying for. And now we get it. And now we get Tanner McKee. He trots out there. How about that? All right, let's see who plays receiver. Should be interesting here because they don't have that many. Obviously, Bigsby and Shipley will play for Saquon as Hurts finishes with 175 through the air, 3 touchdowns, and a pretty nice day on the ground as well. So it's going to be Darius Cooper, Kylan Granson, and Jahan Dotson are your 3 receivers out there right now. Here we go. McKee under center. Happy to be saying that from the 19. They're going to run Tank Bigsby, and he's going to get a yard, maybe 2, but still positive there. We'll take it. And it will be 2nd down and 8.
He is going to get, like you said, all these guys, they're going to get a run. They're going to get a quarter to see what they can do, and I am all for it.
Yeah, full quarter. Maybe some Darius Cooper numbers here. That could be fun as well.
Hey, come on.
Oh, man. Here we go. 2nd and 8, 12:50 to go. Clock running. 31-0 Philadelphia. All the backups are in, including the offensive line. Tyler Steen is your only starter out there right now, so everybody gets a break. This is going to be fun. It's like preseason all over again from the 21. McKee under center. 3 in the play clock, takes the snap, play action, deep drop, steps up in a dirty pocket, fires across the middle, wide open, caught. There is Darius Cooper across the 35, up to the 36-yard line, and a nice strike there from the Mormon missile. And that big 6'6" frame, Josh, it looks really good when he throws the football. There's a reason radio hosts love him in Philadelphia.
That it does. Yep. It's great to have him as QB2, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Making some plays, showing Jalen on the sideline. Little positivity between him, Smitty, and Goddard. Again, this is the thing. Like, get some guys rested, even defensively now, right?
Yes.
If you take a long drive here, get some guys out, keep them healthy, rested, come away from this game going like, all right, we feel better about ourselves. We can keep this thing up.
Got to go quick. They snap it with 1 second left. Go pistol handoff to Bigsby, and he's going to rumble to the 40. We'll call that 4, and that keeps the ball in the field of play with the clock running as we're going to dip below 11 minutes to go. As we go back to Jalen Hurts' day, started with a little shovel pass in the red zone. Then he had some nice runs into the red zone as well. Big 3rd and 12 run they're showing us right here. That kept that drive alive. Another pop pass to Goddard for his 3rd touchdown of the day. And then the 20-yard strike across the middle to A.J. Brown for number 4. That got his day ended just a little bit early, and he was fired up after that one too. And now he just kind of gets nice and cozy on the sideline. Puts on the jacket, puts on the beanie, and enjoys some football here in the 4th quarter. 2nd and 6 from the 40. McKee under center. They're going to go run to Bigsby. Gets around the edge, barely, and he's going to rumble forward. Actually, nice gain. We'll call it 4.
Hey.
So 3rd and 2. That was a nice play there as we're getting our really first long look at Tank Bigsby all season long today. He's had some nice carries. 3rd and 3.
Man, I love this. Just all the optics, the vibes, everything else. Gonzalo with a 10. If they could build their confidence prior to the playoffs, they could be a scary team for sure. The way the schedule sets up to end the season is definitely a good thing.
It does. Yeah, you get the Commanders twice. Could be Marcus Mariota twice, which would be very, very fun.
Yep.
All right.
Barash also with the 10, and just think this is without Lane. That is true. Without Lane, without Jalen Carter.
Yep. Lane's going to practice this week. I don't know if he's going to come back this week, as Philadelphia has to burn a timeout with 3rd and 3 upcoming. But Lane will be back within the next 2 weeks. It sure sounds like he will practice this week. So
they don't need to force it. Don't rush him back.
Yeah, I wouldn't force it at all. I would not. I would have no need for Lane to come back this coming week. You should be able to beat the Commanders. Let's hope.
Tanner says it was his fault for the delay or reason that they needed to take the time out there. So in terms of operation, it was better today. They still had a decent amount of times where it was low in the play clock, but it was much better today than it was against the Chargers. So
Much better.
kudos to the offense for doing that. Play Bones with a 2. 24-point lead. Take Jalen out. This was from earlier, but
And they did.
they did. They listened to you.
And they did.
Also,
Yes, they
Frank
did.
from Philly with a 2. That's my wide receiver. Ayo.
There it is. There it is. Yep. That's what it's been. Man, it's been fun today. Man, we're just having fun. We're just having fun today.
All the guys getting involved. It is nice whenever the Eagles play well and the Eagles win. Enigma with a 2. We are living in a mirror universe, guys.
Sure
it
seems
doesn't
that
exactly make sense. I know.
way. Sure
We'll
seems
take
that
it.
way. Yep.
Kelly with a 2. Get right game. Let's freaking go.
It's we've been needing it for weeks, and now you don't want to get too greedy, but if they could have somehow beaten the Chargers, we'd be feeling incredible.
Oh my
today.
gosh. Yes.
Incredible today.
Yep, because you would,
But-
and it still doesn't take away the optimism that we saw from the offense, right? Because we broke down the scheme, the play calls, and the things there. But you're right. If they had won, then you could deal with it a little bit better. You say, okay, it was ugly, but there were some signs, and they won. Then you go into this one and do this. But you know what? That's fine. They lost. The most important thing is they did not let up from a lot of the components that you saw in the Chargers game. And that was a question. Are they going to get ultra conservative? It is the Raiders. They didn't have to do anything crazy, but they did. They still played under center play action, under center run calls, going with outside zone runs, going with the creativity in the red zone. They kept up all those things, and they didn't turn the football over. So execution combined with the play calling, certainly what we needed. We were starved for this. With the 5 from Christopher with the not trying to be negative, just got to see it more in the games moving forward.
That's fair.
One, to just feel good. One, to just feel good finally. 2, so we don't get bounced in a wild card game. Go Birds.
I do not disagree. They can't lay an egg next week, but I think this is the best that we could have hoped for sure.
So great. JP with the 2. Thought Hurts was supposedly the problem. I know.
That's what I had heard. Yeah,
People
I
were
had
saying
definitely
that.
heard it.
I don't know. Ronnie with the 2. Jalen should have 4 touchdowns. Just saying. That's true. Thomas was bringing that up earlier when we were going through the box score and kind of the funds there. Sheeny with the 5 more as we're coming back to it. They say defense wins championships. Well, good offense doesn't hurt. Go Birds. This $5 for the diaper fund.
Thank you. 3rd and 3. McKee to throw. Fires across the middle. Caught. And that's Grant Calcaterra for a nice 4-yard gain.
Look at there.
McKee, I'm telling you, there's going to be a team that's going to offer draft picks for Tanner McKee this coming season. He looks every bit a starting quarterback in the NFL, maybe even better. Sneaky athletic, extremely poised in the pocket, has an absolute cannon for an arm. He's massive, too. You forget how important it is to be 6'2" or bigger as a quarterback in the National Football League historically. And he also makes good decisions. He looked left that time, came back across the middle, found his check down, first down Philadelphia, moved the chains. Back in the pistol at the 47 of Philadelphia. They're going to go pistol run. Bigsby to the left side, rolls across the 50, and has stood up no further than the 48. And so Philadelphia have a second down and probably 6 would be my guess after the 4-yard Bigsby run.
So good to see, too. Get him some more carries, more touches. Brandon with the 2. Not going to lie, wanted to throw in the towel, but glad I'm watching.
There you
Didn't
go.
give up.
I think that's probably a lot of people. Yep. Probably a lot of people.
Poncho with the 2. Confirmed return of the Good Vibes Bunny with a question mark. No, I think that thing's done. They said it was removed and gone, but positive vibes, we'll certainly take that. We're all for positive vibes. Brian with a 2.
Vibes.
Tanner is in, giving us the update officially there. Obviously, it was before. Cranky Cletus with a 5. Also, Tanner time.
Tanner time as they run tank this time. He gets a loss of 2, so a 3rd and 8 upcoming with 8:44 to go in the 4th quarter. We do forget when it comes to the Raiders. I mean, the perfect team to go against. Bad defense, bad offensive line, a backup quarterback, and they're tanking. I mean, they're tanking for a high draft pick, and this will help. They're going to go to 2-12, barring the biggest comeback in NFL history at this point in the 4th quarter. But this was the right team. This is the team that you wanted at home. 8:23 to go, 4th quarter, 3rd and 8 upcoming.
Viper with a 5. For all the BS we went through this season, we deserve 48-0 or 48-0 games for the next 7 to 8 games.
Would be nice. They got to hurry. 2 on the play clock, 1 on the play clock. McKee is not going to get that away. Oh, he does. I don't know how. He's going to throw. He's going to run now. Tanner McKee showing off those giant legs. He rumbles forward for a first down. He got 9. There you go. Like a nice, elegant giraffe. Those long legs move pretty well there. I'm telling you, sneaky athletic. Good run there from Tanner McKee. He's got a first down.
Oh, it's just enough, man. It's not the same way, but it works. Able to move up in the pocket, like you say.
He
An
snapped that
elegant
football with
giraffe.
zeros on the play clock, and they
It's
got a little
true,
lucky there. Yeah, for sure.
I think the refs are ready to get out of the cold.
I think so too. 7:31 to go. Philadelphia's backups in, up 31-0. As we have a first down and 10 for the 8-win Philadelphia Eagles on a 3-game losing streak. McKee walks it down to double zeros again, takes the snap inside Raider territory, play action, stops, fires, caught across the middle. Darius Cooper to the 30. And this offense is humming right now. It's looking good. What a throw there from Tanner McKee. Decisive. Very decisive.
Oh, love that. Where's the other one? Oh, yeah. Casey with a 2. Sidney Brown is stat padding.
Yeah, he is. He's going to get some more stat padding here at the end, too.
He'll be out there. Don't you worry.
He'll be out there.
Hey, another important element, though, that we would say is the Eagles have a short week coming up, right? Because the Christmas schedule and everything being thrown off, they play on Saturday, which means this is huge to have a full quarter to take the guys out.
Yep, for sure. As Bigsby, oh, wow, got around a man at a 12-yard run there from Tank Bigsby. The Bird backups are sticking it to the Raider defense right now. That's a first down run. Clock keeps running. What a drive. What a drive.
Man, the acceleration.
He's so fast.
He's good, man. I just keep hoping that it's like you saw a little bit more of Tank. Maybe just say, I don't know. I'm just trying to convince myself that saving him for the playoffs, perhaps. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, hey, now he's getting a little bit more of the workload so that you don't have Saquon. But for some reason, he does not get as many carries as he should.
365 total yards of offense for Philadelphia. Most of that came in 3 quarters. They're going to go first down run. Bigsby up the middle. Nice gain. Oh, he slipped. He had gotten across
he was going to score.
Might still be running, and it'll be second down and probably a short 3.
Oh, he had it. He'll get another chance. There's no way that they're not going to just hand it off again. Like that, you're running the clock. You don't take a chance if you don't need to. He's going to get a chance to score here. I would actually be shocked more than not if Tank does not get a touchdown.
All right, here we go. Second down and 3. They're at the Raider 10. They get a first down at the 6. Or the 7, excuse me. Pistol. McKee takes it. They give to Bigsby again, going up the middle, and he's going to get stuffed and thrown down by Devin White for 2. So it'll be third and really short upcoming here.
All right, pick up that first down. Spaceman with a 5. What if I told you before the game Tanner would play and Jalen wasn't hurt?
Yeah, there have been some radio hosts very excited about that, but we would have wondered. We would have wondered. All right, 3rd and 3. Come on, punch it in again. No kicking field goals here. McKee under center. Bigsby the lone setback. Take the snap. Toss right to Bigsby. Looks like he's got a lane. It closed quickly. Oh, he fell forward for a first down, though. He's so
got
tough. He's so tough.
So good.
What a run. First down, Philadelphia. Unbelievable. We will take it. And that'll be a first and goal for Philadelphia. It's been all Bigsby this drive.
Yep.
4:20 to go.
Just keep the clock burning as well. Tyler with a 10 bomb. Dude, appreciate that.
Okay.
Says QBs with perfect QBR this season. Jalen times 2, end of list. Quit testing and questioning my quarterback. I won't stand for it anymore. And sorry, I'm late setting up for my daughter's first birthday. Happy day to Josh and Thomas.
Well,
happy birthday to your daughter.
To your daughter. Very exciting. What a day for her, huh? I'm sure she's pumped. First and goal under center. McKee takes the snap. Turn, give Bigsby. Tries to get around the edge and goes forward to the 2. Oh, it is so close.
So, man, he's going to get it.
Yeah, second and goal from the 2 upcoming, and they keep eating the clock.
They're gonna give him again. I mean, I know they got the tush push in the bag at some point if they want it, but they'll go to Tank. He deserves it.
They should. All right, second down and goal.
With a 5, I'm going to say this on every stream. We cannot let go of Dean. I know Campbell was a first rounder, but Dean looks like a true difference maker.
Might be right. He has been this season, especially today. 14 carries for 59 yards for Tank Bigsby. Who would have guessed that today? All right, takes the snap. McKee going to give to Bigsby, sidesteps a man, tries to go forward, and only got a yard. So third and goal from the 1.
This is literally inching forward. I mean, it's so close. So now it's 3rd and goal. We are under 3 minutes to play here. I mean, this is also another one of those, right? Because we just said, hey, you're taking out Jalen Hurts, and you're going to get an entire quarter here, basically, to play. Thomas, this drive has taken over 10 minutes. We got 15 plays, 79 yards, just not even giving the ball back.
Nope. Doesn't seem that way. 3rd and goal, under center, takes the snap. They're going to give it to Bigsby again up the middle. Oh, I don't think he got it. He's at the 1-inch line. Boy, they yanked him back. They're trying to shove him forward. That was real close. 4th and goal.
Oh, my gosh. It's going to be 4th and
Gotta
goal.
Go for it, right? Gotta
Going
go
to the
for
2-minute
right?
warning.
Have to go for it, right?
I
There's
think
a
you have
flag
to.
in the end zone. What's the flag for?
What?
What is this flag for? Waiting on the call. This will be interesting. After is a dead ball foul?
What in the world?
They're running the clock down to the 2-minute warning. Okay, so no flag. They picked up the flag. All right, well. No foul. 2-minute warning. It's going to be 4th and goal. They got to go for this, right? Come on. Obviously, they go for it here. Obviously, they go for it here.
Yeah, you have to. You're not kicking a field goal. It doesn't do anything, so it's more for just morale and get the touchdown for somebody. So give it to Tank.
I think so. I think you have to.
We don't need to tush push Tanner, even though we've seen him do it for like a play or two, I'm sure. But Lebanese with a 14. Appreciate that. Says it's not just the Raiders because if we lose to them, then we get crapped on by everyone. So why not destroy them? Fly Eagles Fly. By the way, you both are great, and I'm always in here hanging out every week. We appreciate that.
We appreciate that.
You.
And you're 100% right. 100% right. 100% right.
It's a lose-lose for people that are, because yes, if you win, it's like, well, duh, they were supposed to. But if they lose, then yeah, everybody will let them hear it. So take care of business. Do what you were supposed to do. That is 100% what they've done here. I mean, if we get a shutout, so little time left. If we get a 31-0, 38-0 shutout, oh, come on. Tyler with 2, almost perfect. My bad, y'all. 154.8 is terrible. LOL.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
It's not too bad, It's it's passable. We can work with that. Adam with a 5 also. If this is a mirror universe of 2023 and we got bounced in the first round in 2023, does that mean deep playoff run this year? Oh boy, the positivity is creeping back in for some of these comments. Not that Adam was one of those, but I'm just saying we didn't get as much of the optimism from it. So this is exactly what we needed to see. And Adam, I'm with you. Like I think so. I hope so. I want to believe. While we're in commercial break, we should bring this up though. The Patriots, who had a 24-7 lead over Buffalo, have now lost that lead. Buffalo is up 28-24.
Yep.
Crazy.
Yes, they have.
Not that it impacts anything for the NFC standings, but it's just wild the fact that that's actually happened. And Buffalo, after the score from Josh Allen to Knox, taking the lead. That's wild. Some of the other scores, Chicago took care of business with the Browns. Washington beating the Giants 22-14. Jacksonville has absolutely destroyed the Jets, as we all knew they would.
Yep.
The Chargers just took the lead on a field goal against the Chiefs, 16-13, about to be the start of the fourth quarter. I mean, the Chiefs are just about mathematically out of it, but if they were to lose, I mean, that's officially done for the Chiefs. It's crazy the fall off that they've had.
Yep. And that will eliminate them as Terry McLaurin is in the end zone for a touchdown.
51.
Yeah.
Took off
Here
there.
we go. 31-0. Philadelphia 4th and goal. They're going to go for this. McKee under center. Tanner takes the snap, give it to Bigsby up the middle, and he did not get it. That's a bummer.
Oh,
that's
come
a bummer.
on. Are you serious?
That's a bummer.
All those tries and all that. I'm shocked.
Man.
I am really shocked that they did not get in.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
And you know what? I think that John, who had texted me, was, what did he say? He took a tank. Yeah, he took a side parlay with a tank touchdown. Oh.
Man, you are inches away. Well, I think that you would take the Eagles winning. You would take the Eagles winning, right? Come on.
Crazy. That's just unfortunate. That's so unlucky. All right, got a couple other super chats here. Dave with a 5. Come on, guys. They're playing a Pop Warner team, so there's some
Come on.
pessimism.
Okay, I just saw this tweet. By the way, for those saying Pop Warner team, maybe they scored 16 versus the Cowboys. They scored 10 points versus the Browns. They scored 14 points versus the Chargers, 17 points versus the Broncos. They scored points versus all those teams. Blanked so far today. Blanked. Got positives where positives are. Come on.
And they took care of business. Again, like we said, I mean, the optimism, like, yeah, who cares, though? They won as they should. They took care of business. They left no doubt. They played complete football, which is what we needed to see. So, and Viper here says, with the 2, Raiders have 66 total yards. Like, forget even just the point, 66 total yards.
Literally.
I don't care who you are. This is the NFL. Nick with a 2 for Tank, one more run. Yep, they tried their best. It was so close. Appaloosa with a 20. Oh, do you have something?
I was like, Trayvon Henderson just had a big run against the Bills to retake the lead. That's a great game happening in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, he just took out. Wow. Back on the lead just like that. Only had the lead for what? Was
Couple
that their
seconds.
first play? Second play from scrimmage? What was that? Appaloosa with a 20 bomb. Navy wins. Birds win. Just need the Cowboys to lose for a perfect weekend. Go Birds.
Yep.
We'll be rooting for
them. Well,
them.
and you know, the Packers lose and the Rams lose. You know, we can get a little picky here.
For sure. Yeah, we could get a little greedier with it, but that is right. Casey with a 5. Going to be 2 home run touchdowns from Saquon against the Commanders next week.
I would like it.
I would like it. In there. Ethan with a 5 also. Tanner is too good to be a backup quarterback, but I'm glad we got him. It's the spoils of that. That is for sure.
All right. Well, the Raiders take over from the 2. So takes the snap. They're going to give it to Genty up the middle, and he's going to get brought down for a gain of 3 maybe, or 4. Yeah, we'll call it 3. 146 to go. Not a lot of time. Not a lot of time happening here.
They're not in a hurry either, so I think the Raiders are content on what's obviously happening. Gonzalo with a 5. Dallas got hot after destroying Las Vegas. Maybe the key for teams is building confidence over this JV organization.
Maybe. Yep. I don't disagree.
Chris, a second ago, before that snap, I think said this: 2 points coming for the defense, or for us for the defense.
They're going to run it again and try and get around the edge, but doesn't. Keely Ringo is in. Remember, all the backups are there. That was Lob, their third-string running back, so it'll be third down, and the Raiders are not even going to throw. They're just going to throw in the towel, wrap this thing up, and we're 1 or 2 snaps away from Philadelphia officially have a 31-0 blanking.
It's so good to see. Oh, we love it. Bobby Digital with a 5. Appreciate that. Didn't see the comment. Canucks with a 2. It's 0 points, as it should be. We have hope. See, there you go. Rome also with a 5. Bills can't keep getting away with that or with this. They may not. They may not the lead, so we'll see.
3rd and 4 run. I think he got it, but that's going to end it. That's it. Philadelphia wins. How about that? And Nick Sirianni gets his 57th career win, second most all time in his first 5 seasons. Pretty good. Pretty good, I would say. We will take it. How about that? My goodness.
Home
31-0. And listen to the cheers at the end of an Eagle game, Josh. It's been a long time, even with wins in the past, they've had this many cheers. 31-0. Let's go. Man, they needed that.
Come on.
So badly. So badly.
First loss for Pete Carroll, I believe, against the Eagles in the last 8 games or 9 games now. So
fewest yards by a Raider offense since 1960 in a game. Is that good?
The defense is dominant, man.
I think it's good. Oh, my goodness.
Albert with a 2.
Holy
Why do they
cow.
still try to run behind can't block Atera? Well,
it's a good question, but
they didn't do it as much, right? It was a little better. They still did. They still tried it sometimes.
They still tried it a little bit, yes.
Ultimately got the dub, and it feels great to be able to change it here in the record column to 9-5.
I know. They did it. 9-5. And we had said, 11 wins was kind of the, sorry, turn that back on. We were saying 11, 12 wins. If they, well, what are they, 9-5 now? So if they get to 12, they're for sure the 2 seed, and they might be the 1, depending on if they get lucky right now.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Craziness. Nick with the 2 to finish out the positive. This is what we needed. It was.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Literally could not have been better.
Mm-hmm.
Could not have been better. Holy cow.
Rogue with a 2 also. Fly Eagles Fly, everyone. Great stream, brothers. We appreciate that. We appreciate all you guys hanging around with us as well, especially through the technical difficulties of the first quarter or so, trying to figure out the scoreboard. But it's working. It worked-ish. You still see some color problems and some transparency.
Better than nothing.
It's able to see something, and should be back to 100% next week. But Bobby, 10 bomb. Appreciate it. More tank, please. Even as a normal everyday situation, let's get him in the game.
I know.
Tank. Just duplicated it, but yes, yep. We'll just get him in there. He's effective.
They weren't even going to run him until Saquon got a little banged up, and then the game was out of hand. So is what it is. But hopefully they figure it out. It would be nice.
Noel with a 5. Even though we won, I still want KP fired. Well, you're entitled to your opinion.
Not happening this week.
The problem at what we said is, like, you can want KP fired. I don't know that KP is the answer. I don't know that many people that still think that KP is the answer. But what you see today, the sequencing, the play calling, the execution, the operation, this is what we're stuck with. Like, for better or worse, this is what we're stuck with for this season. So as far as the Eagles go is predicated on how Kevin Patullo does. So we'll cheer him on.
I would take this version the rest of the way. They can win games with this version. We'll see, against a better football team. And the Commanders are a better football team for sure next week. But we'll take this. It's 1 week at a time. And there's no complaining today. There's nothing that you can complain about today at all.
No. This is absolutely a winning. You could win a lot of games. You could go really far playing like this. I know it's the Raiders, like you said, but you could win a lot of games because the defense is that good. And if you're just playing average, but it was above average today from the offense. The definition with a 2 from put me in, Nick, to being happy. # Go Birds. There you go. Went from those. So that's the swing of emotions on a typical Eagles week, or from couple to the next. Brad with a 5 also. Have you ever did Cowboys game broadcast to see them lose?
No, we have not.
No, we did one stream that was the Steelers game, like last year, I think.
Long time ago.
But I think they won that game, if I'm not mistaken. But no, we have not typically done that. For the playoffs, that may be a whole other story as far as just, potential Eagles opponents and, kind of self-scouting and stuff like that. But we'll just see how the schedule shakes out. Poncho with a 5. Will WIP gas up Tanner's fourth quarter more than Hurts'
they will.
game?
Someone is going to say it. Someone will say it this week, for sure. For sure.
Pleasure joining you both this weekend, though. See you next week. Go Birds. Go Birds. Appreciate that. That's a foregone conclusion, like Thomas said. Ethan the man with the 2. The Publix fried chicken is back in style. Go Birds.
Yep, it's back. It's back for sure.
Did the trick.
It's good to be back. Good.
It works now, so we will take it. Let's see. We got TC with a 5. Let's keep this positive energy and go be great again. So we keep saying.
Be nice.
Build off the momentum.
Really nice for sure. Oh man, come on, guys! I love it. I absolutely love it. What a fun day.
It was. This is what we all needed. It had been a long time coming, as they're giving us bonus coverage as I'm reading these super chats and get into it. Myles Garrett picks up, I guess, another sack. Maybe that's a half sack.
I guess so.
I don't know how far he is away from the record. He's getting crazy close.
I think he's going to get there. That's why how he tried.
Yeah. 24 DJ with a 10. Even though the offense as a whole needed this performance, I would argue KP needed this the most going into these last stretch of playoff games, or games and playoffs.
Gets everybody off his back. They just gets everybody off his back just for one more day, and it just silences all the critics, and they get rest, as you mentioned, Josh, because it's a shorter week, and it'd just be nice to just keep the momentum. If they win out the rest of the way, momentum's going to be red hot going into the playoffs.
Oh yeah, it'd be exactly what you want, and it'd be a dangerous team because they've been there and done it, and there's not the we're overwhelmed by the moment or not ready for the moment. So. Totally agree. Casey with the, we got the Well, actually, it's a duplicate, or not a duplicate, different one, but similar comment. Casey with a 5 saying, depending on the rest of the season, could a combo of Sirianni and Patullo be the recipe for success? So what we've seen so far, I mean, I like the last 2 weeks offensively.
Yep.
You have to like it.
Got to.
Ken with a 5, look how well we play when jobs are on the line. Fly Eagles fly.
Fly Eagles fly. Yep. It's today did feel like, for sure, jobs on the line. But they will be saved another week, at least.
Brandon, 2 more. 4 whole quarters of good football. Let's freaking go. That
4
is true.
quarters. They did
4
it.
quarters.
They
Complimentary. Did it for the entire
quarters.
game. Heck, it was 3 quarters, honestly, because then you played so well in 3 quarters, you could take the 1 quarter off, which might even be better. We'd sign up for that. Dakota with a 2. Great game for KP's resume for head coaching offers.
Ha! Yeah, he's in an interview from
Still
the Giants,
trying
right?
to
That
get
was the
rid of
report
him,
this
but-
week.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Jay Ross with a 5. First time muting the TV and watching with your guys' commentary. Okay, I'll see you next week
There
too.
you go.
Great stuff. Happy to have have been supporting since 23. Thank you for that.
Wow,
One of the
thank
OGs.
you very much. Yeah, for real.
time.
Thank you.
That was exactly what we need to see, though, man. I just such positive vibes. Rock with a 5. Might be something wrong with your scoreboard. Is not showing any points for the Raiders. There is something wrong with the scoreboard.
Yeah,
but that is
that
actually
was not one of them. Yes.
accurate right there.
Yes.
That's accurate. We didn't mess that one up. I like it though. Go Birds. Anthony DeBona, the Ant-Man, is in here with a little super chat. Hey,
There he is.
5. Appreciate that. Says the good vibes are back in the city of brotherly love. What a much needed
they are.
stress-free win. I love you all.
Yes, they are, Anthony. Yes, they are.
Come on.
Much needed and stress-free. We'll take it. We will take it. Oh, man. I'm not letting anybody rain on my parade this week. I'm going to be so positive, so pumped this week. We're winning the Super Bowl again. I'm ready to roll. I am ready to roll.
Want us to just see it keep building. Don't shy away from it. Start kind of packaging other plays on top of it. But there you go. 1.5 to tie for Garrett, 2 for the record. So okay, he's
Jeez,
crazy.
So he's
close.
going to get
He's got multiple
So he's going to
weeks,
get it
but
for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's
definitely
gonna
getting it. Definitely getting it.
I mean, you almost wonder at this point, especially if you're Cleveland, if the other pass rushers are trying to do whatever they can. You know, it's like, okay, get some pressure, but like try to force the quarterback out to his side or over to his side.
Yeah, great
he
point.
doesn't need help, but you know, like at this point, you'd almost even try more so to be like, all right, let's get whatever we can. K-Sat with a 2, packed them up in only 2 hours. LOL. Go Birds.
That was the fastest game ever. There are still games that like barely have kicked off the fourth quarter. Chiefs has 13 minutes left in the fourth quarter. That's crazy.
Getting done early on a Sunday with a win, feeling good.
I love it.
Rest of the day to enjoy. Eric with a 2. Appreciate that. Jim with a 2 more also. Thanks, man. Great job with the live stream again.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Anthony with a 2. Great broadcast, guys. Go Vikes, go Birds. Yes, we will
Go Vikes, go
certainly be
Birds.
cheering on the Vikings.
And go Denver Broncos.
Broncos.
Please go Denver Broncos. Holy cow, we need it. We need it so bad.
Ram Rider with 5. Keeping the main thing. Thanks for the stream, fellas. # go Birds.
They definitely did. They
Go
definitely
Birds.
kept the main thing the main things. Go Birds. We're right there with you.
Such a good way. Such a good feeling to get that dub. 31-0, like you said, holding Raiders to the lowest points since like what, 1960?
Lowest yardage.
Yardage.
Yeah.
Yardage. Sorry, not points.
Yep.
Yardage. It speaks for itself if the defense says, and this is why, Thomas, we got a couple more super chats before we wrap on this, but this is why Jeffrey Lurie said earlier this week or right after the Chargers game, he was asked about it, are you concerned? He said, no, I'm not, because we have a Super Bowl caliber defense and we have great special teams, and if the offense can get it, but I still think that they can, and that was his belief, and I saw a lot of comments being like, no, but he's trolling, he doesn't believe that, everything. He's not going out there trolling in his post. He actually does believe it. He did believe it. The question is, okay, cool, you showed some promising signs in the Chargers game, even though they lost, offensively that is, and then even more so against the Raiders here. Can they continue to do that, and can they keep that up against better teams? So we'll get the answer to one of those, obviously, as we play out
6 days.
the remainder
6
of the
days. We're
season.
going to find out.
But
Yep. We're going to find out in 6 days.
We will be there with a stream with you all. So, but fun as always. Should hopefully have the graphics figured out officially, but still able to make it work for today. Pat with a 5. Great show today, guys. We're so back, baby. Just too tight. Can you shout out? Oh, shout out my 2 boys, Xavier and Reed. Go Birds, baby.
What up, Xavier? What up, Reed?
Shout out,
How
guys.
about that win, guys? There we go.
Let's go.
Thanks for watching.
Go Birds. Got one from 33andMe with the 10 bomb. Fly Eagles Fly. Thanks, guys, for keeping us moving forward, even when it was painful. This team with this scheme is moving into crunch time just as we needed. P.S. Let's go Publix chicken, go Birds. So we have another
starting
Publix
to figure it
chicken
out.
person.
Took them a long time, but starting to figure it out. But yes, Publix chicken's back in the win column, huh?
Again, we'll just say this, for the heck of it, because they're getting free publicity so far. But, it's only right. If there is any representative from Publix that wants to do some sort of sponsorship, feel free to let us know, because it should be very easy, very seamless on this. But, yes, Jody with the 2. Where are the Hurts haters at? Laughing my ass off. Silence.
Completely silent.
Smiley. Yeah.
Completely silent. They have nothing to say this week, although I'm sure that they will try. Nothing to say.
It is pretty. Oh, here's Matt with a 10 though. Says, yeah, now I have time to shovel snow. You two are the best.
Oh well, get out there, get it done.
Ohio can't be
Happy
too fun right now
snuffling.
with the snow. So yes, good luck to you on that one. I can't say that I
Yep.
have the experience of doing much of that. So best of luck to you, Matt. Appreciate it as always. Eagles win, move to 9-5. Now we pray and hope for some other craziness the rest of the day. Help
Go
the
Denver.
Eagles out standings wise. We'll have the game recap videos, reactions, everything out throughout the week. And again, remember that the Commanders we're playing the Commanders on Saturday. So schedule wise a little different, but we will be there for the stream. Same thing as usual, business as usual. But we will see you guys then as always. So Thomas, it was fun. This one was finally stress-free, as we said. Birds win. We will absolutely take it.
Go
Everybody
Birds.
else, we'll take it. We'll see you guys. Go Birds.